Kicking like Dolomite.
3,
Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like Dolomite.
5 just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Okay.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab the steel. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I'll grab the piece and give your ass to Halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose, I'm too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jessica. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look, king of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead, talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and thick enough motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the Is this the bitches? Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these again before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your was squad up, you turned telling right. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime we get on a fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt, tussle get hurt, no face, no case, messed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Wonder.
What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. BG, Black Bond, Jack Move, Kids Move, Blandrew, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack Move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, but step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy and steal. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copy and steal.
We got the guns on deck, no firepower, but you know I came with a tech. Yeah, since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on nets. Yeah, set 'em up, super soaker, pump action, wet 'em up, shooting out the. Yeah, we catching up. We bout the names, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge fortitude. Top 2 and not the 2. Weapon wheel. Get the cash and grab the steel. Yeah. Weapon wheel. Out the window.
well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. Weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, we keeping it true, don't care about your feels. Weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. Weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. Weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still.
Yo. What up, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Turn this camera on real quick. Even though can't even turn the real cameras on because nobody's in here yet besides me and Smooth. Salute.
What up? What up?
Looking real dark. Hold on, let me turn this light on so y'all can see my real complexion. There we go. Need one more person in here so I can turn on the damn cameras. One of these weeks I'm gonna do that three camera setup so I can stop doing this every goddamn week. Where's Jazzy? Where's Bond? Chat, how's everybody's week been? Anybody got fired from their job? Anybody girlfriend broke up with them, cheated on them maybe? Something like that. Anybody got sued by Nintendo? All of the above maybe? Well, my week was okay. Can't complain. Jack, what? Oh, I had to check. I'm like, is that the real Wani? What's good with y'all? These niggas got no manners. They never heard of like when you step inside somebody's house, you say good afternoon, you give a greeting, something. Niggas just quiet. Look at me. Look. I'm here talking to myself. Hey, what up, BG? Nothing much going on. You know, just here to talk about some games with myself.
Man,
you know.
shut the fuck up. God damn.
See,
bitch.
I gotta keep bitching for niggas to say something around here.
I'm trying to set my stream up, man. I'm trying to set my camera up and all this shit, brother. Shut up, bitch.
I think you trying to take a shit.
No, I just did that like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Where is my camera? CB, you didn't fuck me off, bro. I can't find my remote. Oh, there I go.
Oh yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah,
listen,
man.
Listen, there ain't that much to talk about today. I'm trying to be in and out of here like a Jack move B&E, man. Did you used to time yourself? See, fuck me, right? Jazzy, turn on that camera. I'm trying to get out of here on time. I got a wife to get back to. Y'all delaying the show.
I mean, you could have just, not did the podcast today.
Oh yeah, and then get jumped by everybody in the comment section. Oh yeah, you make it sound so easy, Jazzy. Just not doing a show. Make it sound so simple.
Oh,
I mean, the hell with the comic section. They ain't gonna do shit.
Oh, that's
they
easy
can
to
barely
say.
hit the like button.
That's easy to say for you. Easy to say for you, Jazzy. Yeah, just cancel the show. Who cares about them? Fuck them. Okay. See how that turns out for me.
I mean, really, your biggest topic that you highlighting is this fucking Xbox nonsense.
Talk to him, Jazzy.
Jazzy, you got to understand, the people just want to hear from us. They don't care what the fuck it's about. They just need something.
I understand.
When their boss is yapping at work, or when they have this very unsatisfying, empty, hollow job that they do during the week, they just need something to remove them from reality. That's all they look for, and we're here to serve them that. That's all.
I wish I could listen to podcasts when I was at work.
Well,
imagine listening to a podcast while you streaming. That's crazy. That's a
Would be
real luxury
nice.
right there. Be able to listen to a podcast.
Would be nice, man.
Ain't it crazy how people use other people's content to get them through their day, but they saying they day so hard, but they watching other people like, you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah.
And they
that's
can
true.
never give back.
That's true.
That's crazy.
We help a lot of people. A lot of people
We
thank
fuel
us.
people work weeks, and then they just for them to shit on us after that and say, "Oh, my job's so hard, and I had to sit there and listen to you guys for the 20 hours you do a podcast, and yeah, we get you through your day, and it's the thanks we get. Be ashamed of yourself."
Yeah. This is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 429. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. You could also hit that join button on your YouTube screen, and also hit the like button. If we entertain you, if we help you get you through your work week, just go ahead and hit that like button. If you hate us, if you hate watch us, if you just listen to us just to hate on the shit we say, then hey, nigga, that's a reason to like. Patreon perks, check them out. After Dark, Planet Xbox episodes, access to the Weapon Wheel Discord. And if you want to submit some Weapon Wheel trivia questions and gaming questions that we answer during the show, all those tiers are on the Patreon. If you want to submit some gameplay video like what you're watching right now to the podcast, link is in the description for that. Just drag and drop your gameplay right in there. Real simple and easy. All right. I'm BG. That empty chair belongs to Kid Smooth. That camera that is not on belongs to Jazzy. And that other much larger person than me is Jack. And we come together to form Captain Planet or Weapon Wheel Podcast, whatever the fuck. Which we brought that up? Who would be who? Like, who would have what power? Like, if we would like form Captain Planet, because it was wind, water, fire, heart, and earth. I think you gotta be Earth, Jack. I think you gotta be Earth.
Why? Because I'm big.
Yeah, you heavy. I think you gotta be Earth.
That's your reason. Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Do they got a bitch nigga power? Because I feel like you'll fit in right in with that.
Jazzy, I think you gotta be water because you're fluid. Oh no, Alex got to be water. He's fluid. He's more fluid than you.
How is he water? He don't even move, bro. He's a solid.
No,
bro.
Alex is definitely is water because he's very fluid, extremely fluid.
Gender fluid, yeah.
I think I could be fire.
Fuck out of here.
Okay, wind. I'm wind or fire. I'm not
Heart.
Heart.
You the lame Indian nigga they had in the crew. Who's that lame Indian?
I'm not
nigga?
Heart. Stop playing with me.
You the lame Indian dude they had with him.
I am not Heart.
Man.
Kid Smooth is Heart.
All the way.
Kid Smooth is Heart.
Absolutely not.
Why wouldn't he be Heart?
Why would he be?
Bond could be wind. I'm fire. That settles it. Come on, stop playing.
Fuck out of here. That sounds ridiculous.
All right. Let's see. There's not that many topics this week. But we gonna capitalize and make the best out of all of them. All right. I want to start out just by talking about very, very briefly Dragon Age Veilguard. I've been playing it. I have about 7 hours in it. This is a really good game so far. Jack, I'm not even lying to you. You would like this game. Because no, I'm serious. I'm not even joking. Because look, I never played Dragon Age 1 or 2, but I played Inquisition. Inquisition was my first Dragon Age. What they've done with Dragon Age Veilguard is they've turned it into a universal action-adventure game. So all the shit that you're familiar with, and I know you're familiar with, that's exactly what this game plays like. I'm talking about, like, Jack, you would pick up this game and be like, oh, I played this before. It's like literally the gameplay is just parry, dodge, stagger bar, your basic attacks, your special attacks from your skill tree, that your companions giving your companions commands. What does that sound like, Jack? That don't sound like the typical shit that you're familiar with. It's not. It does. It's no longer like the Dragon Age 1 and 2 Western type of RPG. changed it to make it more universal and accessible, probably to the dismay of the pure Dragon Age purists. But now it's just your universal action adventure game, Jack. Trust me, like you would pick this up and be like, it's just intuitive. It would be completely natural for you, and trust me, you would like this game. I might buy it on. I have it on PC. I might buy it on console just for you to play, because trust me, I think you would play this and really like it. It's when those rumors that said that BioWare, like, they were looking to imitate some of the way God of War plays into that. Remember that rumor? It's not like God of War, like not the camera angle, but it's like the same combat formula almost. It's pretty much like that. It's a Dragon Age typical action adventure game crossover now. Which, like I said, the purists may not like it, but to me, I really like this game. Like, the story is good so far. I really, I'm the combat connoisseur. That's what matters most to me. So it just feels very intuitive, very familiar. I like that. Story is cool. Voice acting is okay. Has a pretty good character creator. I think everybody has seen that already. I like the setting, the environments. Game is beautiful. It has seems to have like some little frame pacing issues where I'm getting like minor, I don't know, the game just sometimes when I turn the screen really fast, I'm not getting tearing, but it's just something looks off when I like move my character or turn the camera really quickly. It looks like frame pacing is off for some reason. Yeah, the dialogue is good, and so far, I've seen some people complain about the dialogue, and this is like a 60+ hour game, so I'm still early, so I don't doubt that maybe the dialogue has its bad areas, but I can tell that the shit that the type of grifters have been complaining about, that shit is like, they're complaining about probably less than 1% of the game, and the percentage of that is very optional. So they really complaining about an option that you could completely ignore. Like, so it's people who actually care about a video game and what a video game is. They would like this game, bro. This is a good game, and anybody and I wouldn't trust anybody who says that it's at least not good. Because I think a lot of people, there was a stake, something was at stake for them. There's a lot of people who wanted this game to fail because it's not your, I guess, typical Dragon Age game. And they're salty because of it. They want it to be bad. They want to say it's bad. And I mean, they're lying to themselves by saying it's bad, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Like, you're nuts if you think that. So, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I've been playing. I'm
surprised to hear you say that, BG. That's a very glowing review from you. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I've been playing it nonstop, all day today, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. This is good. People who like I just the people who get bothered because there's certain like politics or certain things in a game you don't like, I think y'all are bitches, if I'm being kind of frank. I think y'all are bitches. Because, like, look, I came across, like, for example, in the whole transgender option that they give you in the game, Jack. I pretty much had to like go searching for it. Like, it's very misleading. A lot of these videos that they put up on Twitter just to start rage, they make it seem like the game just shoves this shit in your face. Like, here, nigga, look at this. Yo, I damn near had to go, like, yes, I'm early, but you damn near got to go searching for it. There may be some other, like, scenes or cut scenes. It's cool. There may be some scenes or, like, cut scenes that yes, happen in the future that bring up this whole transgenderism in the game. But, bro, I had to go looking for it, like, just by exploring and seeing dialogue options and different, just shit that they allow you to do, bro, it's not in your face. It's just an option.
You saying they putting sauce on it? You saying people?
Yes,
putting
they putting
grip
sauce
up?
on it because they have an agenda. It's
Wow.
really not a big deal, bro. It's like how are you mad that a character creator has an option for something? Like, because you think it's woke, there shouldn't be an option. You can ignore it. I like things you can ignore that are just not like shoehorned in your face. I don't understand getting mad at that. I think y'all are soft little bitches, bro. Honestly, like it's not that serious. So yeah, that's what I think about y'all, man. It's especially when gameplay is first, bro. Gameplay is first and the most important thing. So I don't really, you know my stance. I don't really even understand people who call an entire game bad just because of the story. That's my stance, and I've always had that stance. Like I do, unless it is a who is it? The ones who create Until Dawn,
Supermassive.
Unless it's a Supermassive or Quantic Dream game or Telltale game, a story by itself cannot make a game bad. In my opinion, it can make a game worse, but
I disagree.
But by itself, it cannot make a game bad if the gameplay is good or great. It's just mathematically that just doesn't track in my head. It just doesn't make sense in my head how that's possible to some people. Like, I just never understood that because the gameplay is just the most important part. So the story, which can, if it's bad, can be ignored. Sure, like you can negate points. I've negated points from what I've thought about a game if the story's bad. But never in my life have I played a great game and been like, oh, this story sucked, so the whole game sucks now. I've never encountered a game like that. I just don't even see how that makes logical sense. So it is what it is. But yeah, I recommend, like, if you were a little bit worried about playing Dragon Age because you haven't played the previous ones, trust me, give this one a chance. It plays more familiar than the previous ones. So
cool. I'm gonna give it a try. It's been looking good, but shout out to Attic. I think he bought that game. He might have already beaten it, but
yeah. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on Dragon Age. Let me see. And somebody did bring up something else, Jack. Because when we talked about last week, right, where you said, like, when we broke down the percentage of importance when it comes to games, you said you gave story what, 60%, 70%?
50.
Yeah, 50.
No, you gave it higher. 50. Okay. Because somebody brought up the point. Well, if story is 50% of it to you, doesn't that mean you should be more open to genres that you don't like?
Like what?
Like, you typically wouldn't play something like Baldur's Gate, for example, or Dragon's Dogma. But people were saying, well, if the gameplay is not that important to you, or not the most important thing to you, then, and it's about story then you should be open to playing more of those type of games. That's the argument they were making.
It depends. I'm not real big on creating my own story either, though. I'm not real big on that type of stuff.
Wait, Jack doesn't value like high fantasy and like sci-fi and stuff like that, right, Jack?
Not really, no.
Yeah, he doesn't. And nothing from what I've seen of the game, it would seem like a game that Jack would be interested in getting into. And plus, like, even take for example, like, Amio the Smiling Man. I know Jack would not even play that, even if that was on PlayStation.
I think you would.
Or anything like that. No,
You don't think I fuck with that?
I know you would love MEO, but it's just not on PlayStation, so you would never give it a chance.
Yeah.
What's the visual novel?
Yeah.
Why do y'all think Jack doesn't like? Y'all said high fantasy?
Yeah, like what sci-fi games?
I'm not the biggest. I'm not the biggest fan.
Horizon is extremely sci-fi.
Yeah, that.
Not really.
It's literally extremely sci-fi. It's about aliens,
it
clones,
still got a
and
realistic
mechs.
setting, kind of though. It still got a realistic.
Yeah,
setting.
but it's not like outer space, Star Warsy, Star Trek type.
It kind of Blandrew. You haven't played the game.
From
That's literally what it is.
75,000 on the
Blandrew. That's literally what Horizon is. Horizon has
it's on planet. It's on planet Earth, though, right?
But it's still about
aliens.
aliens.
Sci-fi elements to.
It's still about aliens,
It's a
clones,
civilization.
mechs. It's okay.
It's pretty much set in a time where it's kind of like isolated, like the timeline, to where actual mechanical, like prehistoric dinosaurs type of thing for like machines, and the people are advanced with high tech, but they're not, some of them shoot like bows and arrows and stuff like that. So it's not. It's a give or take.
Yeah, but it's not. It's
like
sci-fi. Okay, when I say sci-fi, I'm talking about like from a distant galaxy on nebula, whatever. Like it's not nothing like that.
You can still be sci-fi, but just like certain different elements.
And
yeah, because I'm
like,
not too
like
big
Terminator.
on sci-fi. Yeah, I'm not too big on sci-fi either, but I do enjoy Xenoblade, even though there are droplets of sci-fi in there. But I wouldn't call it like a sci-fi series.
And Jack also loves that. What's that other game? Redacted is in its universe.
Oh yeah. Callisto
I mean, even like
that's very
even Mega
sci-fi.
Man is
Dead
technically
Space
sci-fi,
Dead Space is very sci-fi. There's sci-fi games Jack plays. Come on, Jack. These are all sci-fi games
to a certain extent.
And my point is, well, if you can play those games, which are definitely sci-fi, it's the gameplay you like. But once again, you said story is 50% of it, so the setting shouldn't be an issue for you. I'm just saying.
No, I feel like that would play into like the world building as well, so he wouldn't like that either, because that's part of the story as well, world building.
Okay.
So if you don't like high fantasy stuff, you wouldn't naturally touch those type of games with that theme in there.
Okay. I think Jack finding loopholes and ducking around here because I don't.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
All right.
And plus, I feel like that's more in line with Jack would be interested because, the Sony template are those type of games where they prioritize, where most of the fan base likes their games based on like their stories and whatnot. So,
all right.
It doesn't shock me that Jack would even feel that type of way about like certain games. Like he would prioritize story the most because that's most of.
I'm not buying it. Just so y'all know. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying this. Jack definitely plays some. I'm thinking about it in my head now. Jack definitely plays a bunch of sci-fi shit. Y'all not getting away with this.
I feel like Jazzy telling you how it is, man.
Y'all not getting away with this. Even the indie games. I'm thinking about some of the indie games Jack plays. It definitely be some fantasy shit and some sci-fi shit.
Sci-fi, yeah. Jack, you like BioShock, right?
Yeah, you not getting away with this. Yeah, y'all tried to save him. Y'all tried to save him. No, that's bullshit. Y'all, that's bullshit.
I'm saying not real. Nah, but it's still like BioShock is very like still set in reality. Like you chasing niggas in apartment buildings and shit. It ain't
you
like
shooting shit out your hands.
And that's just one series too.
When you say sci-fi, what are you typically thinking about? Because I think I have a different term of sci-fi as well.
I'm talking about like Star Trek, Star Wars, fucking planetary travel. Yeah,
that's kind of where I'm at too.
Y'all dancing, but I'm gonna let y'all get away with it.
I like Futurama. I mean, that's technically sci-fi, but we really gonna say Futurama is some you know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, we got you, Jack. We got you.
No, you don't.
We got you. You play sci-fi games.
To a certain extent, yes.
Jack, do you truly believe BG is like this gameplay first guy?
Absolutely.
That doesn't value story as much as he.
Absolutely.
No.
Fuck no.
If BG was a gameplay first guy, he would have played Siege and the Finals and all these other.
The reason I won't play Siege is because of the gameplay.
Oh, you don't like the gameplay?
I explained to y'all exactly why I don't like Siege. I just don't.
I thought you were a tactical guy. What happened, brother?
Yeah, but that's my problem is I don't like people say you could play how you want, but my issue is, and this tracks and lines up because y'all say this about me all the time. I like to be extremely offensive in the way I play games.
You gotta be more strategic.
And I'm okay with strategic, but I like to be like aggressive strategic, right? Whereas in Siege, when you're playing defense, Yeah, they'd be like, yeah, you can be aggressive, but still, you get what I'm saying. So
You don't like that
that's
it got
my
a
issue with
metagame.
Siege.
You don't like that it got classes. And you
I
gotta
don't.
play a
Yeah, I
certain
don't like. I
class.
don't like that offensive defensive part of it. I like it. I like it where there's not really that different. You know, that just how it's different.
You like games where you can bang your head against the wall and come out victorious. You like them games. You don't want to have to put too much thought
I'm
into
the
it.
point guy. I'm the guy that's always on point.
For real.
No, I'm just the guy that's always on point. So
what you just say, Jesse? That was crazy. What you say, you
Y'all
dude,
capping.
bro?
Low key is kind of like a.
I'm not.
Come on, don't do
I'm
me
not
like that.
because
Don't
I
do me
still
like
play
that.
the greatest variety of games,
Don't
and
do 'em like
we
that.
already settled this. And
Absolutely not.
and listen,
Don't do 'em
I'm
like that. That's
absolutely the gameplay first guy. There's no debating that.
No.
I am. How
The
am
way
I not?
You talk about certain games, like how they look based on their actual gameplay. I know you're not
Because
the amount of times you clown on Jack for indie games and like the Nintendo slander you've done over the past couple years, you ain't no gameplay first guy.
What?
Oh shit!
I play
He's
Mad.
downplaying
Whoa! Hold on. I play
Okay.
Mad Nintendo games. I play most of the first party Nintendo games. What are we talking about?
I
No, you
remember
don't.
being on the other side of your Nintendo games don't have story. I don't want to play this, that, and the third.
No.
I remember that
You never heard me say I don't want to play a Nintendo game because of story. That's never been me. There's been reasons I don't want to play Nintendo games. It's never been story.
Then what's been stopping you from playing a lot of these Nintendo games, BG?
A lot of them have been trash. Which ones? Name them.
Zelda.
You skipped out.
I don't like the new Zelda's gameplay. Like you're talking about like Breath of the Wild. I like how the previous
No, Echoes
Zelda
of Wisdom.
plays.
It just came out 2 months ago.
Yeah, and I'm
Even
playing
Echoes of Wisdom,
other
you
games.
promised me you would play that one.
Yeah, and I am going to. It's on my list.
And then Mario and Luigi Brothership. It
I
just
bought
came out last
I bought
week.
the game. I have the game. I'm playing Dragon Age. I only play one game at a time. I've told y'all that too, right?
We believe you.
What do y'all want from me? I play
Sure.
one game at a time, and I always prioritize gameplay. It's always been the main thing to me. Y'all can't get me on this.
You don't like platformers, even though that's literally like gameplay personified with those type of games, like right there.
Platformers are also very simplistic and don't really offer a challenge most of the time.
And then you shit on card games, which is obviously gameplay centric.
Card games,
like
that
Marvel Suns and stuff like that.
calling a card game gameplay is
I don't know about that. Card games.
calling a card game gameplay is like, bro, it's a bit of a reach because
Oh, brother.
it's a reach, Jazzy. You know what I'm saying? Like a card game is just very one dimensional. You're selecting a card and putting it down. It's one dimensional.
Yeah,
bro.
you're
That's
right.
not-
You're really gonna
What about you can
simplify
stack
that.
abilities though? Like you can do a lot with cards.
It's very
there's
basic.
other factors you have to strategize and stuff
You
like
can
that.
chain
It's
the
no
cards
different than
together,
other
like-
RPGs.
It's too basic.
It's just
too
the fact
basic.
that how they convey like actual
No,
mechanics.
dude, you
and stuff
can't
like that.
you
have
can't
to
basic.
simplify it like that.
Listen,
It's a
I'll-
shooter.
Ain't,
You just
ain't
move and-
Pokemon a card game?
I'll-
Didn't
I'll-
they base Pokemon off a card game?
Sure.
That's pretty-
And then they made it
They have
into an
a
actual
training
battle.
card game, yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh, all that stuff, yeah.
I'm here, Jack. I'm here.
But
One
it's
of the
still a video game at the end of the day.
I'll play a mini game that's a card game inside of a game and love it, but I'm not playing a full game
right.
that's based on
BG,
cards. I'm not doing it.
Steam World Quest, BG. Play Steam World Quest for me, brother. Can you do that?
Is
It's
that a
on PC.
survival game?
Steam World.
Like a survival where you got to chop down wood and all that shit?
It's an RPG card game, brother.
I'm not.
Jack,
the gameplay is based around cards.
I'm not playing
I think
that.
you'll like it.
Jack, I'm even hearing one of the best games of this year, Balatro or Baltaro, whatever you call it, is.
Oh,
a
I
card
know
game,
what
too.
you're talking
I'm
about.
not
Yeah,
playing
that is a card game. Yep.
I prioritize
Mhm.
gameplay first, and that's clear on my record. When you look at the games that I play and beat, they're
So,
games that are
this was
very
weird about the
heavy
card
in
game shit,
gameplay.
though, right? So you could play an RPG where it brings up status ailments, cards. You've got abilities, but when they put those same abilities on a card, that automatically discredits it. Like it's the same shit.
It's not the same.
It's just on a card
It
instead.
basically is.
It's not the
Yeah,
same.
they just changed the way they displaying it.
Okay, if
It's the same shit.
if performing those actions were the same as putting down a card, then we would have a lot more card-based combat games, and nobody would have a problem with it.
When you play Persona, you switch out your personas. It just shows you a new card, a placard of what the abilities are, and you switch your card depending on what
Yeah,
you're
it's-
fighting.
Those
It's the
are
same
actually
shit.
based on like tarot cards.
Yeah,
that they
tarot
use.
Y'all are
cards.
That's what
capping.
they're
It's
based
based
on.
off tarot cards.
Y'all
Yeah,
are
they
capping.
Yeah.
Y'all are capping.
It's true. I've literally played the series.
No, I'm saying y'all. No, what I'm saying is y'all are saying like there is no difference between, for example, a combat game and then making that into a card game. If that's the case, okay, let's take. That's pretty much what y'all implying.
That's not what we.
Y'all saying it's the same thing, and I'm saying no, it's not.
If you're playing an RPG and then you translate that instead of putting it on a little UI on the screen, if you changed it and made that a playing card, it would be the same shit, brother. It's like
no.
It's just
visually. They even have like RPGs that base their like battle system based on like card games too.
One of the biggest differences is if you're talking about a card game, you're talking about the randomization of the card you get, correct? You can't just pick the card you want at any time.
It's a lot of games
randomized in RPGs too.
And that's one of the things I don't like. In most RPGs, you have a list of abilities and attacks. And you can use those attacks anytime you want. You don't have to pluck a card to have it at your disposal. You may have to wait for a cooldown. You may have to have ATB bar, but you don't gotta wait till you draw the card to use it.
Steam, BG.
I'm not waiting to draw a card so I have to be able to use an ability. That's dumb.
$25. This game is $25.
That's dumb, and most people will admit that's dumb. Which is why card combat games be failing, and we prove that.
Are you talking about like Marvel, the one that got the...
Yes.
Midnight Suns.
Yes. Why didn't nobody buy that? Because it was a card game. I guarantee you, if the game played more like XCOM, that game would have been a success.
We weren't talking about the appeal of card games, even though card games outside of that are very successful. As a matter of fact, Midnight Suns was extremely highly rated.
And nobody cared.
So the game being quality was not in question.
Nobody likes it.
Be just like hating just the sake of like hating, so he's doubling down on the whole thing.
I'm not. How am I hating? Nobody bought the game, but I'm the one hating. Everybody's hating.
They say you're a seasoned hater.
You literally said that you hate card games for
people that played it say they like it though.
Jack, nobody
I see
played
card games like no differently as in comparison to like rhythm games. The genre that BG likes to pretend like he likes, even though that's
who in here bought Midnight Suns? Who in here bought Midnight Suns?
I got Midnight Suns.
You beat it?
Yep, I bought it.
You beat it?
No.
So
he working on it.
So one person in here bought Midnight Suns and nobody beat it. Okay, so I guess I'm right. So I guess I'm right.
Like that. I don't care about Marvel like that.
Yeah, man, cut it out.
If I did, I would have copied.
What'd you say, Jazzy? What you doing, Jazzy? One game at a time, right?
No. Brothership just came out. Midnight Suns came out a year and a half ago. I got time.
He working on his shit. Let him do his thing. What's the issue?
Yeah, let's move on. Y'all dancing. It's cool.
I think Jazzy right. I don't know. I think Jazzy right, bro.
Yeah. You tried to dance out of that sci-fi shit. We on to you. We on your ass.
I think Jazzy and Blandrew is right. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
We
I don't know. For some reason, I don't know why I always feel like BG valued graphics and story over gameplay. Like I'm not saying gameplay was never important to you, but I feel like you put more emphasis on both of those than
absolutely
you did
not
gameplay
because
over the years.
There are games if there's games that look absolutely amazing that I won't fucking touch. I don't give a fuck.
What are those games?
I mean, if like games like Cyberpunk on PC look amazing, Gran Turismo looks amazing. I mean, but I don't think Crysis is this amazing game. I thought Crysis was just okay. Crysis 3 was hella boring.
All Crysis
2.
Because I remember you definitely were shitting on like River City Girls for Jack playing that game, even though that's a beat 'em up. That's literally gameplay
but it's not. Yeah, I found it boring. It had nothing to do with the graphics.
Did you play?
Sifu is one of my favorite games this generation. It's Sifu.
Hey Jack, how many times has this man used this taco truck, slander against you when it pertains to indie games and games that aren't graphically intensive?
All the time, Blandrew. Every week.
Yeah.
Every week.
Because it don't even always be the graph. It just be what he's doing, and it be some bullshit. I be looking at Jack's game.
Bullshit?
I be like, yo,
I
be looking at the gameplay, and I be like, I don't even know what Jack's doing. I don't even know what's happening. I'm like, yo, what is the purpose of this game? I don't even know what happened.
He played like. It's so weird because he played TMNT like Shredder's. Like
I platinumed it too.
Revenge, and
I carried BG to the platinum in that game. You remember that?
You didn't carry nobody. Stop capping,
bro. Okay, you want me to tell them what happened?
No, stop it. You ain't carry nobody.
Look, so it's a trophy, right? It's a trophy. You got to beat the game online on the hardest difficulty without dying, right? You can't lose your 3 lives. BG, I didn't die a single time. BG died. I had to bring BG back in the game twice. He lost 3 sets of lives twice. I had to
Look
bring
at
him back
putting
to
sauce
the
on it.
trophy.
Well,
Bro,
anyway.
I didn't even know if you could invite somebody back and get them to try. I got BG to platinum in that game. You don't want to talk about that. Though.
I have platinums in several indie games that are not these graphical showcases. So you can't be like, oh, BG cares about graphics. No, bro, I care about them. I care about gameplay first and foremost by far. It's not like I put, like I said, last week I had gameplay 50%. I put graphics 25% and story 20%, I think. That was my breakdown. Or it might have been something 30%. That was my breakdown. So, and that matches up with me. I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. Let's move on. They always trying to get me.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna check every single game you beat next year, and we'll see if this lines up.
I mean, I could look at the games I beat this year, and I promise
even when we were talking about that Wolverine game, the biggest thing that people were talking about was the fact that it was rated M. No, but we didn't see any like gameplay of it yet, and that's the main focus that people were talking about is the story and the rating that it got.
Yeah, because people wanted to know if you can cut niggas' heads off. That's why they care if it's rated M.
Gameplay in that game.
Jazzy, stop. Niggas want to buy Wolverine because y'all sound. People want to buy Wolverine because they want to chop somebody's heads off with Wolverine's claws. That is why they care if it's rated M, not because of the story.
So what? So when they were making comparisons to what game it looks like, what game constantly got brought up comparison to Wolverine?
I don't know. You tell me.
The Last of Us.
I didn't see that.
And
I honestly never saw that.
Like a lot of people care about more of the story than the actual gameplay itself.
Bro.
Even though I know you care about that, BG, and like Jack, like many others, but like they made it known. That's why people are totally fine with Faction 2 not being in there, which is literally a gameplay mode.
You think people were concerned with Wolverine's rating because of the story?
Yes.
I mean, I want to see Gore during the cutscenes and whatnot.
Jazzy, that is nuts. That is not why people cared.
Jack just said it right there.
That is not why people cared.
He's not the only one that thinks that.
Oh my god!
I'm definitely getting the game because of the story. I don't give
it's the same. It's the same thing with if I'm not sure if we know the rating for Blade, right? The game, but people want to know the rating for Blade because they want to know if it's going to be violent, not because of the story.
No, they don't care about the rating for the game. They say the look of the game, and they already judged that game based on how it looked in that trailer.
But I'm saying that's what people.
You can't even say that's a lie.
It's the same thing with the movie. People wanted to know if the Blade movie is going to be rated M because they want it to be violent and gory, not because of the story. What are we talking about?
Y'all only care about the gameplay for Wolverine.
Y'all talking crazy. Hold on.
Ariana Grande shirt on.
Saying people don't care about the gameplay in Wolverine is the craziest thing I've ever heard. That is nuts, Jazzy.
Okay. When there's certain sections that play exactly like Spider-Man, you'll see how people don't understand.
And people still play Spider-Man mainly for the gameplay too. You're not proving no points here. Y'all talking crazy, bro. Ain't nobody, the average person ain't looking at Wolverine. If you put Wolverine on a shelf, right? And the average person did not know this was made by Insomniac. They're looking at that shit like, oh, I'm about to slash up some motherfuckers. Not because, oh, I wonder what the narrative is in a Wolverine game. Ain't nobody saying that. What are we talking about?
They literally showed off this game at the CGI trailer with no gameplay to show for it, and people were hyped because of that, because they knew what it was, because of the story that it involves, like Logan, Wolverine, and X-Men.
Jazzy.
Obviously not the gameplay, because we haven't seen anything, except the one that got leaked. And we were not supposed to even know what that is.
People care about the gameplay.
Why do you think so many PlayStation fans are like anti-games as a service?
Well, because they don't think it works and they think it fails for different reasons.
No, because it's multiplayer, and that's mainly like a gameplay focus mode, because they only like their selling template, single player, narrative driven games.
Wait, what was the question? You kind of cut out for a second.
Why do you think so many PlayStation fans are anti that games as a service initiative?
Oh, okay.
So the games I've beaten this year are Black Myth Wukong. It's not a lot. Black Myth Wukong, Shadow of the Erd Tree, well, it can't be Helldivers 2. Rebirth, Prince of Persia, Space Marine 2, Astrobot, and now I'm playing Dragon Age. These are all gameplay centric games, if you will. These are all games.
How many games was that?
What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far. The other games are not games you can actually beat. So,
whoa.
And just
6
let me see.
Games, huh?
Let me go to the games I beat last year. Let's see. Wolong, Spider-Man 2, RoboCop, Resident Evil 4, Modern Warfare 3, Persona 5 Tactica, Mario Wonder, Mario RPG, Lies of P, Jedi Survivor, I think that's the Horizon DLC, Hogwarts Legacy, Ragnarok Valhalla, Double Dragon, Dead Space, Dead Island 2. I had a lot of Battlefield gameplay.
You count DLCs as games beaten, BG? What we doing,
I'm just telling you. Advanced Wars.
I mean, Jeff Keighley counts it.
Armored Core 6. You look at that list of games I just named, and you telling me I'm not a gameplay first person? You think I played those games for the stories? Stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing. Nobody who's a story first person is going to play those games first. I'm a gameplay guy, bro.
Yeah, you're looking for games to pad your list of big games.
Yeah. You see dancing. Yeah. I know. You think I beat those games to pad a list? Jazzy, stop playing with me. You a hater. This man a hater. They just hate that I prioritize gameplay first, man. I don't know why y'all hate me for it. Anyway, let's move on. Let me see what we got. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 comes out next week. Well, this week. Bond and Smooth made a bet in the Weapon Wheel DMs. What is it? You got above 85, Smooth?
Yeah, 85 or above. And he got like below 85. So
somebody got their background going crazy or what?
That's you don't hear shit in my headphones, do you?
No.
It sounded like there was, I don't know, like a TV or something really loud in the background.
Some background noise.
But yeah, no, S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The Metacritic I think is due sometime this week. So
I got an 82. That's my prediction.
You got an 82?
I got an 82. I don't know that game the game just doesn't impress me. I could be completely wrong. The game just doesn't impress me. It looks great, but that gameplay just doesn't look fun to me. All right. Thunderful announces second wave of mass layoffs this year. I don't even know who this is, but I saw Jack reply to it. Who's Thunderful?
Yeah, they make a lot of Jack games.
Thunderful is when the makers of Steam World Heist, the Steam World games, which is Image and Form, they changed their name to Steam World Games. So them and the makers of if you ever play Stick It to the Man or Zombie Vikings or shit like that. So their name was Zoink Games. They combined to make one conglomerate, Thunderful Games, which is their publisher. That's who that is. So a lot of devs over there I fuck with. They make a lot of games I enjoy. And it's sad, man. It's sad they firing they staff or whatnot, bro. They make fire games though. They make bangers. Y'all should play them. But of course, y'all not gonna play them because why? Y'all not variety gamers. It's cool, Salute to them.
I'm just waiting on Dig 3, Jack.
Oh,
they do that for me. I'm there day one.
They make a Steam World Headhunter next. I believe that's the name of the game. I don't know what you do in that game, but listen, I'm intrigued. Okay, just off the title alone, I'm intrigued. Okay,
y'all are not variety gamers, but I don't want to get into it. But okay.
Oh, but look at BG. Have you played a Thunderful game, BG? Have you played a Zoink game or a Steam World game, brother?
Y'all are not
variety gamer. You couldn't find more than 6 games to beat this year with 11 months in, going on 12.
This year is not great to me. It's not a great year.
I mean, games don't get deleted from history once the new year starts, BG.
What do you mean games don't get deleted?
I mean, you know, games from 2023 and beyond still exist. You can go back and play some of those.
I've beaten.
Not everything
I've
has
beat
to be a 2024 release.
every game I've beaten from previous years. There's no game that I still want to beat from previous years. That doesn't exist.
Not
Final
one.
Fantasy 16.
No, bro, this is not new. I've told y'all I don't believe in backlogs. I get to every game that I want to within the year. There's nothing.
Final Fantasy 16.
That sounds like a
That's from this
miserable
year.
gaming experience.
No, it's a great gaming experience because I'm not burdened by this imaginary backlog. Oh, I still got to beat this game that came out in 2006 that y'all be having on y'all backlog. I'm like, what? No, listen. If I like the game, I'm gonna get to it within the year. There's no such thing as a backlog for me. I may have a backlog for like maybe a month at the most, but after that, I take care of the games. I beat them. There's no game from any previous year that I still want to play. Nothing.
So if nothing is coming out, you're not going to go back to play anything. Maybe try out a game you may have missed out on, a new genre or something. You're not.
Bro, I told y'all,
I've
said this time and time again, bro. If there is no game that I want to play, no new game I want to play, I just don't play games. I've gone like 2 months, 3 months before not playing any new game because there's nothing new out. I don't go back to playing nothing old. I just don't play games. I just go do something else. Go watch TV, go watch a movie. I'm gonna do something else. I don't have to play a game. I'm not somebody who feels that way. I don't have to be playing something.
All right. So are you gonna play S.T.A.L.K.E.R before April then?
Play what?
Yeah, so what's going on with Rise of the
Stellar Blade.
Ronin and Stellar Blade and all these games once 2025 comes around?
I don't know why y'all bringing up Rise of the bro. I've been told you that Rise of the Ronin looked mid to me. Well, I don't know why y'all keep on bringing that up.
You were waiting on the. No, you said you were waiting.
You know where I'm going with this.
I thought you said you were waiting on the PS5 Pro for Rise of the Ronin.
I don't believe I said that for Rise of the Ronin. No,
before that, you did say that was one of the 3 games you mentioned.
I said this is one of the games that I possibly could check out once the PS5 Pro came out. But before that game came out, I told y'all that shit looked mid. I'm the main one to say that game looked mid to me.
You bought the game.
I bought it for you.
I didn't ask you to buy. What the?
We're share play partners. I bought it for you, nigga.
Oh, all right. Well, shit. Maybe I'll go back and beat it then.
I'm good, bro.
Salute.
No, brother.
Yeah, I just beat the Xenosaga trilogy on the PS2. Came out like 15 years ago or something. Fantastic series. But BG over here, it's the new year. I already played everything I wanted to play. I can go 5 months without playing a game. I'm BG. That's sad, BG.
No, I'm very happy though. I'm very happy. Listen, I'd rather beat 6 games in a year than play 8 that I didn't like. Listen, I'm good. I'll find something else to do. I'm sorry. I'm not playing nothing I don't like or I'm not really interested in. Not doing it.
So what are these mystery 25 games that you plan on beating next year? Besides and maybe Ghost of Tsushima
if 25 games,
they'll show up. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, that's why he's waiting for the Switch too, Blanded, so he can win this bet. Like, I'm gonna pad up my list for like Nintendo, brand new Nintendo Switch 2 games.
In 2022, I didn't know what games I would be beating, but I ended up beating a bunch. I don't know. They're gonna come out though. Don't worry. Y'all scared. Y'all just sound scared because y'all gonna owe me money. That's what it sounds like.
So is there at least 10 games you're looking forward to next year or anything, BG?
That I can name?
Just out of,
No, because I can't name 10 games in any year before the year gets here. They don't even give release dates out like that no more. If you look up release dates for 2025 games, damn near nothing has a release date. So I couldn't name that anyway.
You can just say a general, like 2025 in general. Doesn't have to be a specific month or whatever. Just list it for 2025. We got GTA 6, Ghost of Tsushima 2.
I know I'm
beating. Fair games.
I know I'm beating Assassin's Creed. Listen. There's a bunch of games that that are coming out. That I know I'm going to beat, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. They don't have release dates, but don't worry, they're there, and I will beat them. Spyro Reignited Trilogy came to Game Pass. I think you played that, Smooth. Why is my
I played it. It's all right. I mean, I was that was one of the games I was waiting to come to Game Pass. It's like they finally starting to get some of this ABK games into the service. They did the Spyro. They got they launched some of the I think Warcraft or StarCraft games in the service as well. But I've never played Spyro before. Well, not the remake or whatever. I played like during like PS1 days a long time ago. So I think the game looks good. It's fun. I actually I'm playing it on PC because I think it's actually only 30 FPS on I think on Xbox on the consoles. That came out pre PS5 Series X. So, but it's all right.
All right, cool. What else? They said the PS5 Pro launch sales are similar to PS4 Pro, as most people thought it would be. Jack, are you ready to like rescind that whole base PS6 is going to be $1,000? You were emotional at the time. I'm giving you a chance to take it back.
No.
Oh, okay, let's move on. I'm not doing this with you. It's so insane.
Why would you? Why is that such a ridiculous thing to like expect?
The new tariffs gonna make it $1,000 if Sony don't.
It's insane because of math. That's why, Jazzy.
The price of important goods ain't getting no cheaper, BG.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, the price is going up.
Unless they start manufacturing it in America, then you might have an argument. But if they keep making it over there,
you want putting PlayStation and Xboxes together?
So Smooth. Am I wrong, or is the price of important goods getting cheaper, or are they gonna get more expensive?
Oh, they're gonna get more expensive for sure. Just on the technicality.
So
and they already are.
The PS5 Pro is already $700.
Yeah.
The Pro is $700, not a base.
So look, you know what else gonna help me with this? I said that there's gonna be a SKU at launch that costs $1,000. If they make a SKU of PS6 that has a disc drive, if they made a Pro with a disc drive, it'll be $800.
I can't
if
believe
they made a Pro with a disc drive right now, it would be $800. So
bare minimum.
Bare minimum. So if they make a PS6 with a disc drive, it's gonna be upwards of $1,000 USD, $999.
I'm gonna move on. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's not gonna happen.
You think so? You want to bet?
I guarantee you it won't happen.
You want to bet?
I think we might have already done it.
I bet Tyrek. I bet Tyrek. You want to bet?
Yeah. How much you want to bet?
How much you want to bet?
I would have bet me the console.
I already got a console bet. I ain't gonna do it twice. I might
give me $100 bet then.
You just bet him $1,000.
I'll do $100 bet with you. I already got a console bet with Tyrek. I can't bet two consoles.
I'll do $100. I'll do $100. That's cool.
All right, cool. All right. $100. All right, y'all heard it here.
It's not gonna happen.
Remind me when BG lose. I can get my $100.
I'm thinking about
Jack. Do you think?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, BG.
No, I'm just saying. I'm mad. I just got to wait 4 years to get my $100. But yeah.
I was gonna ask, do you think the PS6 will have a physical option, or will it just be digital only?
I think it's probably gonna be digital only, just going off trajectory of what they're doing now. But I think there's gonna be a SKU at launch that is $999 USD. It's no doubt in my mind. It's no doubt in my mind at all.
Let me try to break
like what, 2 controllers and more memory or something for $1,000?
I just know it's gonna be a SKU that's $1,000. It's no way they ain't doing it. They just sold a 30th anniversary PS5 for what? $1,200.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Put it this way. I'm just gonna introduce this, right? Because you're talking about that extra SKU. If there's $1,000 PS5, it's not gonna be the same specs as the base. That's the only way that happens. So I'm not talking about in that situation, which they wouldn't do.
I'm just saying there's going to be a SKU at launch that's $999 USD. I just see it happen.
Are all the SKUs going to be the same price? I mean, the same specs. I mean,
I can't call that. I just know that there will be a SKU at launch that is $1,000.
Because listen, if there is, and I don't know why they would do this, if they essentially have a base PS6 and a stronger PS6, then I could possibly agree with you. But if you're telling me both of these are just base PS6s but different SKUs, no, it's not going to be $1,000. There's no way that's happening. Yo, listen,
you also said the Pro wasn't going to be. You said there's no way the Pro is $700. You said that.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be $50 more.
Cool. Here's why I know here's why I know that this is not probable. It's basic math. Listen, I'm not the greatest at math. I'm terrible at math, right? But it's simple math because the ceiling for a Pro console is around 15 million people to buy it, right?
Okay.
So even though at $1,000 it might be less, let's go with 15 million people, right? You think PlayStation would even if you you would still be losing money essentially, because let's say 15 million people, which is the cap, buy a console at $1,000. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that like 30 billion or something like that? Let me do them. 30 billion.
All I know
versus the cap of what the base console is, the base console price is, which maxes out around a little past 100 million. It would make no sense, because essentially you would be literally making less money off the console and making less money because you have less people who have the console. So you're not making money off games. You're not making money off microtransactions. You're not making money because less people have it. So it would be absolutely moronic, and you would actually be making less money by making the base console cost more. It doesn't make any sense. They would never do it, because they would literally be giving up billions and billions of dollars, and they would do that math and realize, we're losing out on $30 billion by doing this. So they wouldn't do it.
By your logic, games shouldn't cost $70. If you believe inflation is a real thing, like I said, right, when the PS3 launched at $600, it looked crazy. It looked real crazy in 2006. Now, if a console launching now at $600, we ain't too much bad in the eye at it. $1,000 sounds crazy now, but 4 from 5 years from now, $1,000 ain't gonna be equivalent to $1,000. $1,000 in 4 or 5 years is gonna be like having like around $600 or $700 today. That's the difference.
Here's the difference.
And if you really expect the PS6 to be a technological leap over anything we have right now, it's gonna have to cost money, bro. I'm sorry.
Here's the difference between your argument with $70 games. The amount of people you need to buy that $70 game to make up for the amount of people who are not going to buy it because it's not 60, the $70 is can cover that a lot more easily than the $1,000 console has to make up for. The $1,000 console has to make up for a lot more money that you're losing out on than the $70 game. It's a difference of $10 versus a difference of $500.
Couldn't they have sold more PS5 Pros at a $500 price tag, or a $550 price tag, or a $600 price tag? Why they didn't do that?
Because the market said that you can still sell the amount that you wanted, the same amount that you did last time, for the same price, for $700. So
we're getting to a point in gaming where they're promoting these game consoles with $1,000 TVs, $1,500 TVs, $1,000 monitors, $1,500 monitors. So if you don't think, and on top, their main competition, according to them, which I don't agree with, it's the PC platform, right? High fidelity. What would you say? Enthusiast
high
gaming.
end.
Yeah, high-end enthusiast gaming. And that's another thing about console gaming. It's becoming a niche, actually, because mobile gaming is already bigger than console gaming. Console gaming is becoming a niche. It really is. So when you're talking about high-end, if you want a high-end home console, high-fidelity gaming experience, you're going to PlayStation. You're not going to Xbox. So they've cornered the market, first of all. They can do whatever the fuck they want. You just don't realize that. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and you're going to deal with it. If the PS6 launches at $1,000, you might complain. You might rant on your YouTube. We might rant a few. We're going to all buy it. They have the market. They can dictate the market. They dictated that $700 price tag. When they put them pro shits out, the 30th anniversary, they said this is $1,200 for the bundle. They dictated that, and people ran out and bought it. In droves. They sold out.
The
a more
demise.
expensive console like gave a complete 180 on the idea of a PS5 Pro, and not only that, like Jack was saying, like cell phones have taken over the console market, and cell phones for a lot of them cost more than $1,000.
$1,200.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
this is major hyperbole. The demise of consoles has been overstated. Okay,
Who said demise? Who said demise?
Y'all talking about phones and all this shit.
Who said demise? But mobile gaming is big. It's the reason we getting the games we getting. Games as a service exists because of mobile gaming. Mobile gaming is bigger than console gaming. It just is. Call of Duty mobile makes more than Call of Duty on the console. Like, what are we talking about?
What are we talking? BG, can you change this gameplay off of that metaphor, please?
Why?
Spoilers.
Well, if nobody knows it's a spoiler, is it a spoiler though?
Yeah, it's true.
Yes.
It ain't like they're hearing
you kind of just told them it's a spoiler.
Any of those metaphor gameplay.
You kind of just told them it's a spoiler. If somebody looked at this, they wouldn't know it's a spoiler.
People in the chat are already saying that it's a spoiler.
Oh my god. Well, somebody submitted it to me, so I'm not supposed to use it.
That's because they submitted to me. Don't mean you got to play it, brother.
If maybe y'all need to catch up.
For me, I get it. You wouldn't know, but it's like that's why I tried to like get off of that.
Oh god. I hate y'all. Y'all get on my
I'm trying to be
nerves.
courteous to our viewers. I mean, they're complaining that it's a spoiler, and even our chat.
BG, in a world where a PS6 did cost $1,000, would you buy one?
Yes.
So what's the issue?
Because most people are not me.
I like that.
Bro, the Switch 2 could be $800. I would still get one. Like, yes, because I buy consoles.
But that's the point though, BG. A lot of people, they might not be you financially, but they are you mentally. They don't give a fuck how much this shit costs. You got to remember, they announced the PS5 Pro. They didn't show a single game running. They didn't tell you no specs. And niggas was saying, day one, take my wallet, Sony. It don't matter. I don't give a fuck. They show a game that they were planning to charge $10 for. People didn't notice at the time. The game was $10. Last of Us Part 2 remastered. Niggas saying, I can't wait to, where's my wallet? $70. Here it comes. Here it go. It don't matter. They like, bro, you know it's $10. Oh, word. They was ready, bro. People ready with that wallet, bro. And Sony see that shit, bro. All this shit is they feeling out right now. All right, let's do the 30th anniversary, but we gonna knock them over the head just a little bit to see how they react to it. Sold out in 10 minutes. Word.
Okay,
it's go time. It's go time, boys. Let's go.
Then everybody besides Xbox is doing it. Nintendo's doing it. PlayStation's doing it.
Who said that? Who said that?
Who said they're not? You don't think Nintendo is getting away with everything they want to?
To a certain extent, absolutely.
Okay, so everybody's doing it besides Xbox because
the Switch gonna be about $400 some, yeah.
But do you agree if Nintendo wanted to make it $600 or something, couldn't they?
Yeah.
And what Nintendo fans gonna do? Buy it.
They gonna buy it.
No, okay, so everybody's in the same boat.
I'll be
because remember,
listen to this cap. Listen to the cap. Listen to the cap.
No. Y'all can't even put out that narrative because the last console they had, the Wii U, y'all know nobody bought that shit. That's what we say.
Because
right?
it was trash.
Not because of the price.
Not because of the price. Because it was trash, and it didn't have no games y'all wanted.
That's a lie too. But I think when it pertains to Nintendo, people already have like this, like a mindset that Nintendo consoles can't go past a certain height. Because like even when the Switch was coming out, people were like, it needs to be no more than $250. It needs to come with a pack-in game. It needs to come with this,
and it was $300, and they still bought it.
Mm-hmm. But we're not talking about like
if they show a Switch 2 and it's on par with like a PS4 or PS4 Pro and the games are running and looking beautiful, if they come out with that $400-$500 price tag, y'all ain't gonna say too much, bro. Y'all might say the 1-2 tweets, then y'all buying the fucking shit, bro.
Listen. That Switch 2 could be $600, and if they show y'all a Zelda game, it's going to be mum. Y'all not going to say a fucking thing.
Oh, of course not.
So that's all I be saying. I wish y'all would stop pretending that we're different. We're all the same. We just do it with different consoles.
You cannot say that about me because I didn't even buy a Switch day one when it came out. You can't say that about me, bro.
You about to Switch 2 with the Zelda for the
exactly. They've proven to you. Because that was coming off of the Wii U.
Your pockets was fucked up.
That was coming off of the Wii U. So a lot of people. So a lot of people was waiting to see with the Switch because they was coming off of the Wii U. But because of what they did with the Switch, people are just automatic Switch to day one. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. Y'all can lie all y'all want.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Y'all can lie all y'all want.
We'll see them with themselves. We'll see.
Listen. Y'all can lie all y'all want. I know y'all. I told y'all. Y'all are just a Nintendo version of me that don't want to admit it. I told y'all this.
Nope. I didn't buy a PS5 until like late 2022.
No, I'm not talking about me personally. I'm just talking about like even like a lot of Nintendo fans. I feel like they would be the main ones like going at Nintendo. I'm not talking about like super enthusiasts like me, but like they be going at Nintendo for anything. So if they were to come out here with a $600 console, that absolutely would not fly.
There's nobody more loyal than a Nintendo fan.
I disagree with that.
Okay, all right.
I disagree.
There's nobody more loyal than a Nintendo fan. Y'all got to stop this. Y'all are capping.
You're literally talking to people who know more Nintendo fans than you do, BG. So how you? We
They're
know
loyal.
what we're.
You niggas are loyal.
No,
Stop.
they are not.
Y'all are loyal to the grave.
What do you call the Wii U?
Listen, that was trash. But what I'm saying is absence of absolute garbage and Nintendo giving y'all a decent console and decent games, y'all are there. Doesn't matter what the price is.
I disagree with that because Nintendo had great consoles like the GameCube, great console. Like people sing high praises of the GameCube, but when you look at the sales for the GameCube, a lot of people didn't show up for it. The Wii U had a lot of great,
no different than the Dreamcast.
Yeah, a lot of people.
That's because the N64 though, Blanchard. The N64 kind of like
you on your phone?
Labeled a kiddie console. Yep, I'm on my phone. It was labeled a kiddie console. And it was also lacking a lot of third-party support, and it had a mass exit of small Japanese support. That trickled down to the GameCube.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but we're talking about like loyalists and all that because the Nintendo Switch didn't even start off strong with, with third-party support and all that. It took a couple of years for them to finally get on board with that. Remember like how much y'all were complaining how we were port begging for third-party games the first couple of years of the Switch? That was a thing too. And not only that, like the 3DS even had to get cut in its price because people figured that $250 for a handheld was too much at the time. So they cut it to like $160.
Well, its launch was trash too. So, if you got games, people will buy it. You don't got games, well, there you go.
Well, moving on.
The most loyal fan base, BG, by far is the PlayStation fanboys, and there's a big crowd of them as well.
If it really was, then they would have played Concord. Okay, so it's not. It's the Nintendo fan.
Oh, I didn't say multiplayer fans.
Nintendo by far. There's no argument.
I disagree.
Nintendo by far.
It's the Nintendo fan, bro.
No. And I don't expect none of y'all on this podcast to really like be in tune with Nintendo fan base like that anyway, so I'm not surprised.
Sure.
I've been around since 2008. We've seen them come and go. Nobody's more than the Kentucky Fried Drone. Niggas playing with doll babies. Come on, dog. What are we talking about here?
Listen, y'all could, and listen, I'm not saying y'all are not outspoken. Y'all outspoken, and then y'all go out and buy the game. Oh, Nintendo, this is the worst, most, this is offensive. Y'all are insulting our intelligence, and then y'all got the game downloaded on y'all shit the day of.
What game?
Come on, bro. That whole
I'm asking you what game?
That whole outrage about what they did with Mario. They split the Marios into what was that shit with the Mario trilogy? That they sold it and told y'all it was
that they weren't gonna sell no more. There was limited.
It was limited edition and shit, and like, oh, this is egregious. And the shit sold like crazy.
I didn't buy it.
Come on, man. The other loyalists did.
Try again, BG.
The other loyalists did.
Again.
The other loyalists did.
Well, they're not even here. It's just me and Blanchard right now.
Well,
so, name another game then.
I'm talking about Nintendo loyalists as a whole. I'm not only talking about you and Blanchard. Y'all, when I say y'all, I'm talking about Nintendo fans as a whole. They are the most loyal, and they are buying this shit. No matter what it is.
I think you equate, just software sales to loyalists, and I don't think that's one and the same.
Even if you were to do that, it's not the same for every game.
Andrew, niggas really thought that fucking Reggie Fils-Aimé and that band were like their personal friends and loved ones. Niggas were crying over the internet when that nigga went 6 feet under. They were crying because there are no Dragon Balls to bring them back. What you talking about?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm gonna move on. Okay, if y'all say as PlayStation
so Jack,
fans, all right.
If I'm, are you guys still not mourning the loss, quote unquote, loss of Sean Layden? Are y'all not? Are y'all not sitting up here? Who was the one guy that y'all were hyping up during the PS3 generation? He was always doing like these comedic commercials on TV.
Oh, you talking about
Adam Boyles?
Adam Boyles. Butler, the Butler guy.
No, it was like Kevin something. You know,
Kevin.
He won.
Kevin Butler, wasn't it? Kevin Butler?
Yeah. That was like a comedic character. Hey,
nobody is cheerleading for Phil Spencer, for Yoshida.
That's a lie.
That's a lie.
To be honest with you, Phil Spencer was probably the most beloved CEO out of any of the companies.
He is. I gotta. Yeah.
They were literally calling him Uncle Phil.
More than Reggie Fils-Aimé? No.
Yes.
No.
You talking about Phil Spencer?
Absolutely, bro. Y'all are just.
I'm putting Phil Spencer over Reggie, dog. I'm putting Phil Spencer over Reggie.
Y'all are looking at these past couple. Y'all are looking at these past couple years of how people respond to Phil, but like when he was talking, like trying to be this nice guy in gaming, and everybody, we should get rid of the console wars, this, that, and the third. Everybody used to look up to Phil.
They was on his dick. They was definitely on his dick.
They wanted Phil Spencer's face on a T-shirt like the past decade. What you talking about?
The niche fan base of Xbox fans loved Phil, not the rest of the industry. Everybody loves
the gaming. BG, the gaming industry loved Phil Spencer.
No, not more than Reggie.
Absolutely.
You cannot say a bad word about Reggie. You cannot say a bad word about Reggie, bro.
See how Geoff Keighley went in him? He wouldn't do that too.
You cannot say a bad word about Reggie. Stop this. This is cap.
You can go back and look at the footage if you want to.
Anyway.
This is vintage cat.
I truly think y'all forget the past 10 years of Phil and like just how the way people responded to every single thing that he used to say.
Well, Andrew, I am the authority and the historian of fanboy fuck shit on YouTube. Ain't no fucking way what you're saying is correct. I'm sorry.
And you're also like magic up out of the water.
Like, this is crazy.
Let's move
on. Put the
on.
poll up in the chat, BG.
Yeah,
just put Reggie.
Y'all literally trying to pretend like like Crap Gamer, all those dudes, they were not like on this like
Crap
really
Gamer
extreme type shit.
Yeah, Crap Gamer got insulted by Phil Spencer and disowned by him.
Listen, we're talking about Crap Gamer's not a level-headed, the most level-headed person, bro. So he's not a good example. Anyway,
BG, the industry, man, like
no,
not even the industry, the fanboys, man, they love themselves some Phil.
No, the industry did not love Phil like
Maximus
that.
Aurelius, what they used to call him.
They did not love him more than Reggie. Y'all are crazy. Anyway,
that's
okay.
Look at what happened to Tim Dog after Phil rejected him. He's Team PlayStation now.
Yeah.
Like the love and respect people had towards Phil the like past couple years of just like his leadership was crazy. I feel like Reggie was constantly getting attacked. The only reason people liked him was because he was doing like these witty Nintendo commercials and he was a good personality when doing the Nintendo Direct. But outside of that, people were constantly getting at Reggie as a leader.
This was a small cult of Xbox fans. This was not the industry at large.
No,
it was not.
We're talking
People
about the
still go
industry
after
here,
Reggie
BG.
asking for like a Mother 3 being localized.
Well, give him Mother 3 then.
To this day.
Well, Andrew, name 3 things that Phil Spencer did correctly.
I'm not saying he did anything correctly. I'm just saying his personality was something that people loved about him. And the way he was able to get on the mic and just speak to gamers, they loved that about him, man. I don't know why y'all trying to act like this never existed.
BG, this was coming from me. Phil Spencer is one of the most blandest white people on the planet. That's the most white toast, almond milk, cardboard, dust flavored white guy you could ever meet in your entire life. That's coming from me.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on.
And I was
let's-
gonna say the other guy, but I'm not gonna speak on it. You probably know who I'm referring to, Blender, that they didn't like outside of like Reggie.
Oh, that's a fact too.
Yeah.
Developers. That guy.
Yeah, the
Go
whole
ahead,
please
BG.
understand. If you really understand like the context of why he said that, then you would understand like why he would say that and how Nintendo Directs even came to be, because they were misconstruing what he was being told.
Okay.
But we'll move on.
Yeah. All right. No, let's not do that yet. All right, yeah. So the Game Awards thing. So Geoff Keighley, I guess he personally got on the computer. This is how I envision it. He personally got on the computer and updated the Game Awards FAQ website to mention that expansions, DLCs, remakes, and remasters are eligible for seemingly all awards. Game of the Year.
Elden Ring going Game of the Year again, baby.
I think he did that for the sake of The Last of Us.
It's so weird that people think they did this for PlayStation. Bro, this is clearly for Elden Ring. What are y'all crazy? This is clearly with Elden Ring in mind. Nothing PlayStation remake is getting nominated. It's for Elden Ring. Like, it's going to be nominated for probably for Game of the Year, amongst other things. And they updated the website on the 15th because I did the Wayback Machine and check. It wasn't there on the 13th or 14th. And yeah, it is. Look, I don't have a problem with it. It's only, I think it should only be in certain circumstances though, where if it's in a year where it's so dry, where there is no clear cut like new games that deserve to be in all 6 spots, I'm okay with you including a expansion, a DLC, or a remake. But in typical years, I would say even in this one, where there's been enough good games, no, it shouldn't be included. There's enough other good games.
It's a bullshit rule. It's a bullshit rule. Remake, sure. Remasters, I don't know. But a DLC story expansion, are you fucking kidding me, bro? No, absolutely not. It's not a full game. Now, if it's a standalone, like Miles Morales or some shit like that, standalone DLC, okay, cool. Well, that's a full game. You can't put man. Nah, I don't agree with that, bro. That's bullshit.
Now, Jack, why do you think he's just doing it this generation and not prior generation? Why do you think that is, Jack? Why would he do something like this? The greatest gaming generation of all time.
This is not the first time they've included those things. This is just on paper announcing it.
I feel like RE4 got nominated for. Did it get nominated?
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Yeah.
RE4 and RE2 did.
Yeah, this is not the first time they've done this. They just never written it out.
I don't really
so
okay,
people know.
if it's like a remake of a game, I don't got no problem with that, especially if they like really change the game up. But like a DLC, bro, like what we doing, chat? That's crazy, dog. And that's a slippery slope too. Because some DLCs, they are like, 20, 40 hour expansion, but then you got some DLCs, them bitches like 2 hours, hour and a half. I mean, if they letting this shit slide, why can't that be nominated?
I don't think they would.
It opens up the door, bro.
I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say I don't think they would nominate a 2-hour DLC. I would assume it would have to be an expansion, something like Elden Ring, which is like 30 plus hours.
We shall see. We shall see.
I'm gonna give them the benefit.
So
of
you
the doubt.
don't think that Valhalla DLC could have counted as like a Game of the Year quality thing?
I never played Valhalla DLC. How long is that stuff? Like,
the way people were talking about that when it came out though was
Valhalla. No, I never beat Valhalla.
not Assassin's Creed, God of War.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
No, you beat that, right?
Yeah, God of War Valhalla. Yeah. No, I don't think they would consider God of War Valhalla. That was
BG.
That was really like because Valhalla was more like a mode. So I don't.
Hey, no return mode, BG. Hey, what we doing? That's Game of the Year nominated?
No.
If it's up to you, that motherfucker definitely win.
Valhalla was more like a mode, so I don't think something like that would get nominated.
I mean, it's technically DLC, right?
Yeah,
ain't that DLC?
It is, but it's more like a mode. So I'm like I said, I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt that they are going to use their discretion and not just have a whole bunch of DLCs that don't deserve it in there willy-nilly. It will be rare exception.
Does any DLC deserve to be outranked past the actual full game though, bro? That's kind of crazy.
I would say so.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
Well, I got a question. if a company released a standalone multiplayer game, should that get a nomination for a game of the year mode? That multiplayer game was good.
Yes.
Isn't that
Yes.
Overwatch? Overwatch was a multiplayer.
No,
only
he's talking
game.
about factions too again.
Oh,
Well,
well.
we won't ever have to worry about that.
Shit.
Yeah, I
You
saw
know,
that come from a mile away.
I can't wait for the DEI Awards, the Game Award, and a whole 30-minute section on the diversity, the inclusion, the multicolored rainbow hairs and identities that exist within the gaming development, the gaming community. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm calling that's going to be a category too.
You want to know why I think they they tried to implement this rule, Jack? It's
What's
because
that?
if they didn't, like, it kind of opens up, well, it does, like, objectively open up, like, the type of games that will be able to qualify for it. But if they didn't, it would basically just be JRPGs featuring Astrobot this year. So they're probably, all right, you know what, we got to find some type of way to get more variety in this show. So let's see what we can do. There's a Silent Hill game. Let's put that in there, and then
Low-key, all the big games that you have been RPGs.
Elden Ring is an RPG.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah, but it's not, it's not the.
It's not a traditional one, but
Yeah.
it technically, yeah, I mean, it is. You know what I mean? So, hey,
But what
I agree.
Yeah, what he should have done is, well, what I would have liked to see them do is talk about other genres that have been, like, historically neglected from Game of the Year, like fighting games. Why are those looked at as lesser genres? Like, even like when, remember, the Xbox fans were talking about Forza Horizon. Yeah, why is that not qualifiable, but something like Helldivers and Overwatch is? Those are things that he should have really addressed and then try to find a solution to.
No, the solution would be Sony actually releasing good games. That's the solution. Why you get mad at the deciding to choose? But there is nothing to choose. That's not his fault. That's fucking Sony's fault.
Sony has a game nominated.
Sony needs to come out
What does it have to do with Sony? Sony has a game nominated.
what?
Astrobot.
Astrobot.
Yeah.
Anybody really? I'm not talking down on Astrobot.
It's going to get nominated. It is.
High quality platform game. But does anybody realistically think Astrobot is
I mean, that's besides the point. The fact is, yeah, PlayStation released one game this year. That one game is getting nominated.
Yeah, and so much gaming press was really praising it. They wanted it to be like a model for the industry going forward. Like, they pretty much are basically telling you that that's their pick for, like, Game of the Year when they do shit like that.
It's not my game of the year,
then,
but
like,
it's going to get nominated. So
I mean, they want it to be a model because it's actually a game Sony actually fucking released. The only game. So
well, it's a model from like another. It's a model from like another company,
and I think
that's
Black
been
Myth
doing stuff like that.
And I think Black Myth is going to get nominated. I think it will.
You think so?
I think so.
Hmm.
I think the absolute. I think the 100% games. I think the 100% games, like the guaranteed slots, are Metaphor, Rebirth, Astrobot.
Sorry, dude, to the Jack.
Astrobot, Erdtree, Black Myth, and I don't know what the sixth.
You don't
slot.
think Helldivers 2 get nominated?
Nah,
I'm not sure. Not sure with this thing now that with introducing of this.
Yeah, because you open yourself up to Silent Hill. You got Persona 3. You got Paper Mario: The Thousand Year. Yeah, that's a dumb rule. You probably lost that just off that alone, Jack.
Because usually there's a Nintendo game in there. Like, I can't see like a game of the year category with not at least one Nintendo game in there. And usually there's an indie game. So
I'll lock it. Black
and that
you don't think all them niggas from China are gonna not vote it?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's getting in. You had a bet on that, Jack?
The gaming,
I definitely did.
The gaming year has a popular vote that contributed to it, correct?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I'm saying all the niggas from China about to ride that game against that game of the year.
Oh.
When you getting off your Obama phone?
I'll be over the airport in 15 minutes.
Okay. You was banging that Czechoslovakia girl again, huh?
No, this was the Polish fade.
Oh yeah. All right. This guy. So yeah, that is what it is. Shout out to Geoff Keighley. He's also apparently trying to trademark the term the Game Awards, which some people seem to be mad at. But according to my understanding, if this is actually allowed, that doesn't mean you can't use the term Game Awards. Like it would just have to be something else to distinguish your Game Awards from his. You probably just wouldn't be. I mean, you wouldn't be able to use it anyway. But you can't just use the Game Awards. You could create a show and call it Weapon Wheel Video Game Awards or something else Video Game Awards. So I don't really think this is that big of a deal that he's trying to do this. But people be finding shit to be mad at. It's whatever. What else? Oh yeah, PS5 Slim got a price drop. It's $379 until Christmas, I think. Correct? All right, okay. Nobody gives a fuck? There? Oh, my shit just froze. Hold on. What the fuck? Audience, can y'all hear me? Because hold on, I gotta leave and come back. All right, having some technical issues. I can't connect to Discord for some reason. Yeah, it's saying no route. Hold on. Discord is collapsing. Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, this is looking crazy. Yeah, Discord is, because it doesn't seem to be my it's not my connection, because my OBS connection is green. My Wi-Fi signal, I'm looking at my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is great. Oh yeah, I think it's Discord. Oh shit, fuck. Well, ladies and gentlemen, is there somewhere I can check that is if Discord is down? Well, let me try to join somebody else's room real quick. Hold on. No, can't connect there either. Yo, audience, let me know if let me try to restart Discord. Y'all let me know if y'all Discord is working. Try to close mine. Technical issues. Haven't had one of these during the pod in a long time.
Yeah, they are.
Oh yeah, Monday
Okay,
like
we
at
back.
11:30ish.
Wait, what's the announcement tomorrow?
For the
Game of the
nomination.
Year nominees.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was just me?
Sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Discord said fuck me then. Yeah, I thought y'all was just
Good job, BG.
thought y'all was just ignoring me. So yeah, last thing I said was the PlayStation got PS5 got a Slim got a price drop.
The podcast still live?
Yeah, we still live. Yeah, the
Yeah, it's still
OBS
live.
was fine.
They're showing
OBS,
all the cameras and stuff.
yeah, I never had an issue with OBS. It was literally only Discord that just fucked up.
Oh well, you said okay. Well, Blandrew, go ahead, brother. You were saying something.
Oh, BG, I wanted to ask, like you kind of skipped over it, but nominees are going up tomorrow. What do you think is going to be our 6 nominees for Game of the Year awards tomorrow?
Oh, I thought I said it. Metaphor, Rebirth, Astro, Erdtree, Black Myth, and I'm not sure at all about the last one. I think it has to be a
I need
Nintendo game.
Helldivers too, bro. I need Helldivers.
I think it has to be a Nintendo game.
I need it bad, bro.
Echoes of
Fuck.
Wisdom, Brothership, or what? There's another Nintendo game. What was the highest rated Nintendo game this year?
Echoes of Wisdom or Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. If we're going by remakes and remasters.
Yeah, one of those.
I don't think Paper Mario is gonna be nominated for Game.
I'll
of the
go with
Year.
Echoes of Wisdom.
There's also Balatro that could make it up there.
Indie game, so yeah, possible.
Yeah.
That could be the indie rep.
Hellblade 2? No. Remember that game? Fire.
Yeah, that game
that's gonna
like
get
crazy.
It's gonna get nominated for something else. It won't get Game of the Year.
Narrative. Best narrative.
Voice acting.
Not even that.
No, it'll probably be like sound or like maybe nomination for like best story or art direction. But never mind, Game of the Year usually gets best art direction. If some fugazi cartoony ass shit wins some shit like that, yeah, we're having a problem.
What the hell?
Ooh, hasn't it been like a decade? Xbox had a Game of the Year nomination or something.
It's been I think a 13-year drought or some shit like that. But
Is
then
the drought
technically Psychonauts 2 got 2021.
Is the drought going to end this year?
What
Say
ended
that
up
again?
winning 2021?
Fucking
Is the drought
It Takes
gonna
Two.
end?
Yeah, that was no. That should have been either Monster Hunter Rise, Metroid Dread, or Psychonauts.
Okay. So yeah, I had any comments on the price drop, or nah, we can move on from that.
Jazzy said the what you said about the PlayStation page with that shit, Jazzy?
No, I was about to say like because I didn't know that. I figured it was just like you could just buy it like off of Amazon, but I thought like you could just like get it digital like a local store or something like that. I didn't know it was just everywhere except like through PlayStation themselves.
Oh, you talking about buying digital shit? Yeah, you can only buy digital shit from PlayStation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, it's been obvious they're trying to like ease their customers to just be like all digital a little bit going forward. So, and Xbox, I can see them already doing that kind of.
They've been
Stuff like
all
that, so-
digital.
Yeah,
with Game Pass, they was on that type time.
yeah, and they're already like removing
And
like
the
physical,
Series
like-
S, remember the Series S is 50% of their next gen sales. You got to think about it. Their bot score,
yeah,
digital is, I think it's like for Xbox, I think digital is like somewhere between like 60 or 70% of their software sales.
Okay.
Nintendo about to be the last bastion for physical games.
Y'all enjoy that. GTA Trilogy.
I'll be honest, BG, I'm kind of hoping to see a future where PlayStation is just digital only, just to see everything I've been talking about unfold and watch how people react
I
to
won't
it.
care. I mean,
Part of
listen,
me, like, I'll kind of go ahead.
No, I'm saying, listen, I welcome it. I won't care.
$100 games.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what that looks like whenever they get complete control over how you buy their games.
It's funny because in the leaked documents of Insomniac, they did say that they wanted to charge like $100 for games. People glaze over that. They definitely said that.
And I think Take Two is going to increase again with GTA 6.
We
They
got a
said
bet.
what they
Not
said. They said,
$100, but at least something.
I got
then
a
they
bet.
said Spider-Man 3 was going to be 3 parts or some shit, or 2 parts, or
They
yeah.
thought
I
they
remember
thought
that.
about that and decided not to do it. Obviously.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Listen, I welcome an all digital future. So
But
All
I
right,
blame
BG.
you. Basically, what they're gonna tell you is like you're overreacting. You were making shit up. You're a fucking idiot. PlayStation is fine.
You want to know what's crazy?
They're gonna
about
tell
that,
you the same thing they
Jazzy?
were telling Jack.
I mean, they've been telling me that for years, but it's crazy to me, like how myself, Jack, and like even Bond have been right about PlayStation, but we're looked at as these, like, you know, just these detractors that hate everything. But BG's been wrong about everything.
that's
But for
not
some
true at all.
reason, people, people
y'all have
always
not
go
y'all
towards-
y'all highly overstate the shit y'all been right about.
BG, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
Like, I feel
games
like
and
every
service,
time you
how's that
talk about
initiative going for you?
PlayStation, every time, like, we're gonna have to start talking about like the BG curse the same way we talk about the crap gamer
No,
curse.
because
feel like
I
every
haven't
time
been
BG
wrong
is
about.
cursed-
I haven't really been wrong about anything that I can think of.
How was Jim Ryan as a
Actions
president,
too.
BG?
He retired.
I mean,
Andrew.
depending on the games that you consider to be his.
Concord.
Games as a service.
How's
Depending.
How's the multiplayer initiative going for you, BG? I
But-
remember you were really behind that one.
I still am.
Oh,
But
yeah,
hold
you
on.
was.
See, but hold on. See, I never said that this is guaranteed to work and go well. I said I'm part of it and I want it. I don't care how it turns out. I never said, oh, all of these games are gonna be bangers. I never said that. I said I'm sure a whole bunch of these are gonna fail. I said, and I also said I don't care how much of them fail. I just want multiplayer games. That's I was never wrong about anything.
But when we told you, like,
hell or high water,
when we told you PlayStation historically has been buns in multiplayer, and you're not gonna play any of the game. I remember that stream specifically too, because you were playing. What was that game? It was like Ready or Not or something was popping around the time you were playing that game, and we were telling you like this is not going to be what you think it is. PlayStation, this is not their realm. They're these single player guys, not these multiplayer studios. And we told you. Go ahead.
Look. I disagree. I look at it very differently. I don't believe that anybody is just like 100% one thing, and that's like what you permanently are. I believe anybody can become I believe any studio can become great at single player. I believe any studio can become great at multiplayer. You just have to make the right changes to do it.
Yeah, like getting around the studio after you close your game after 2
Yeah, like firing all those bum ass niggas that can't do it.
Because
you'd be happy with Sony going broke when they fucking make a fucking one multiplayer game.
There's nothing like specifically about a studio. You may have the makeup and have experience to make a single player game. It's no different than Xbox. Xbox last generation was making complete ass single player games. We don't sit and say that, oh, Xbox isn't capable of doing it. No, you just have to make the right changes and hire the right people.
Hold on, no, we've been saying they're incapable of single player games for the longest. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, they were not making good single player games. That's not the same as they are completely incapable. There's nothing completely incapable about Xbox that they can't make a good single player game.
When's the last time they made a good single player game that hasn't come directly from a company they just bought?
So you don't, Bond, you don't think Xbox can make?
No, I'm gonna say Halo Infinite. That shit was.
Well, let's not go too far.
He said single player.
Go ahead. Finish your point, BG. What were you saying?
I mean, I thought Gears 4 was good. I thought Gears 5 was good. The story was, didn't have the best parts, but there's nothing inherently like just specific about Xbox that they can't make good single player games. They haven't, but it's not like, oh, they just can't do it. They have to have the right people.
But they've been showing you for over a decade that they're incapable.
They gotta have the right people. I thought you didn't care about the people that made the games. What the fuck is going on?
That's not what I said either.
They gotta have the right people. Now, okay.
I never said that either.
Now the personnel matters. Okay, B.
I never said that either.
I'm gonna give you an analogy if you can understand. Who won today, Baltimore or the Steelers?
The Steelers.
Who's on Baltimore's quarterback again? Your favorite nigga?
The two-time MVP. The two-time MVP.
Yeah,
Dr. Disrespect?
When Lamar does what Lamar does, they win. When he try to play like a white quarterback, they lose. It's the same thing like Tony.
Or when his
stop trying to do what you're not capable of doing and do what you're good at. I don't know why people want to try shit that they're not good at.
My camera's, I didn't realize my camera. Or his receivers can not drop a 40-yard pass that hits you directly in the hands. Bond, you can't make it, you can't twist this into making football seem like it's just this quarterback only sport. And Zay Flowers literally dropped like a 30-yard pass that literally hit him in the numbers. Like, come on, stop this. But
I'm just saying, when he plays like Lamar, they win. When he starts trying to be like, oh, pocket pass him.
Well, that's not necessarily true either.
The worst thing is y'all not only are y'all losing, not doing what you're good at, it's money. They probably lost close to $1 billion on Concord and Facts combined. $1 billion on two games that, for all intents and purposes, never came out.
I need you to get home though. My point is, there's no way nobody here believes that Xbox is completely incapable of making a good single player game. Does anybody believe that? Yes or no? You think like they can't do it and they will never do it?
I felt like they would just focus on multiplayer because during that time they were all like about the players and engagements, monthly active users. So every developer was making some sort of multiplayer experience. Now I will say they did a much better job than PlayStation on their multiplayer quests.
Okay, let me put it this way. Since Bond wants to use sports analogies, last year the Philadelphia Eagles were ranked the worst.
Oh God,
no, listen. Last year the Philadelphia Eagles were ranked the worst defense in the entire league. They were like 32nd in everything. What did they do? They hired a different defensive coordinator. They got 2 rookies and replaced a few people on defense. Guess what they're ranked now? Number 1.
So personnel does matter.
It's the same thing that I'm talking about in video games.
Personnel does
I
matter.
never denied personnel doesn't matter. That's my point. They need to hire the right people.
I never put much weight into the game director leaving or the.
Come on. That's nigga, bro. I said I don't put weight into one person, only one person.
You know what? BG is right. Tony tried to hire somebody. They hired Bunny. What the fuck happened?
That's all my point is. That's all my point is.
Well, what happened? They hired Bungie to oversee Factions 2, all the other multiplayer systems, everything. And what happened? Tell me.
You got to get home, Bond.
No, tell me. You hear me? I know
you got to get home.
What happened when they hired Bungie? Tell me
You
what happened.
got to go home. Bungie hasn't done anything. They still didn't hire the right people to oversee their multiplayer games.
Bungie did one thing. They got Factions 2 the fuck up out of here.
Look, like I said, it's about hiring the right people who know what they're doing to create a good multiplayer game. Because if we believe that in absolution, then we expect Xbox to never make a good single player game ever again, and we expect PlayStation to never make a good multiplayer game ever again. Are we standing by that? I just want to make sure that's what we believe and stand by.
It's not that they're.
You were gonna bet money that Sony would make good multiplayer games, and Microsoft will make good single player games. You'd be losing money. You'd be losing.
It's not that.
Go ahead, Blaine.
It's not that PlayStation or Microsoft shouldn't have.
Nintendo.
Bond, we can't hear you. You gotta get home. We can't hear you.
It's not that PlayStation or Microsoft shouldn't have done either things. It's just that neither of them should have focused like 90% on that market. They should have just focused what they're really good on and then maybe do a little side project and see if they can make a good multiplayer or single player game.
I'm not against that. Look, my thing was I don't care how you do it. I just want multiplayer games. I don't care how you do it. I just want good multiplayer games. That's all my shit was.
You think Fair Games are going to be that one next year?
No, I think we can get to it now. We can bring up there was a posting, a job listing for an intern to help with launching Horizon Online. So some people think that means it's going to launch in 2025. I don't know if it's necessarily 2025. I think 2026 is still possible because they may just be trying to hire the person in 2025, but launch in 2026. But my belief has been that I think this Horizon Online game has a very strong chance of being very successful. That's what I personally believe. I think it has the right makings to be a successful game. So,
what type of game are we thinking it's going to be?
He keeps thinking it's going to be like a Monster Hunter type of thing.
Essentially,
a Monster Hunter type of game in a year where Monster Hunter is coming out. Does that sound like a good idea to you, BG?
Why not? What's the problem?
Monster Hunter Wilds comes out in February.
Can 2 games not come out in the same year and be similar and be successful?
I don't see why. Like, if you're going for a similar game, why you would choose Horizon over Monster Hunter?
Because they're, well, for one thing, they're similar in concept. They're not similar in like how it plays. Like, I don't play Monster Hunter because it's slow and clunky, right? And there's a lot of people that and I'm not denying Monster Hunter sells like 20+ million, so I get that. But people can play both, and one is specifically an online game. The other one has online. They both can launch definitely in the same year and have and both be successful and have a completely different audience because they play very differently.
You know, I disagree with you. because we've already seen this with a game called Wild Hearts.
And
made by EA.
but
That's
Wild
similar
Hearts
to Monster Hunter, and
it played
Yeah.
like Monster Hunter.
Yeah, similarly, but it wasn't like the
It-
same.
it was
But there
slow.
a lot
I
of
played
things
the
that
demo.
People did not gravitate towards.
I
that
played the
game.
demo. It was slow and clunky, just like it was essentially Monster Hunter. Like it was Monster Hunter spiritual successor, bro. That's what it was.
Yeah, even had like the Monster Hunter jank, bro. Like
It literally was like Monster Hunter in a different skin. It played exactly the same. Horizon does not play like that. It plays the same in the fact that you're hunting monsters, and that's pretty much where it ends. The gameplay itself is different.
Game is gonna play like.
It's gonna play like exactly how you play. Look, this is what it's gonna be in basic concept. Just like how in the single player game you hunt giant mechs like a Thunderjaw. Now you're going to be hunting a giant mech with other people. That's it. Same thing. That's how I envision it. Now it's not going to be as easy to take down a giant Thunderjaw, just like how in Monster Hunter, y'all be taking like literally in half an hour to take down a monster because there's like sponges. Obviously, if it's going to be co-op, it's going to be more demanding.
Yeah, it gives them
and
more help
complex.
with more people you have on your party.
Yeah, so that's how I see it pretty plainly. And I see that as a good formula.
And that is under the assumption it doesn't look like those Fortnite look or whatever that was when we first seen like pictures of it.
Look, that was testing. Is it gonna look like Horizon? Of course not, because that visual fidelity probably doesn't lend itself well to like it's probably way too demanding to have that visual fidelity in a multiplayer game and all that shit. So it probably will be stylized. If the gameplay is good, I don't think that'll be a problem. As long as it doesn't literally look like, you know, that Fortnite clay, I guess, I think it'll be fine. So
I feel like you're gonna be wrong about that game too.
Okay, we'll see. I wasn't wrong about previous games. Y'all need to listen to me more. Anyway. Phil Spencer said there's no red lines in the portfolio of games that can go multi-platform. So everything can go. Before it was, you know, some people were holding on some hope, like maybe they would save Halo, Gears, Forza. Those games are sacred. Those games wouldn't go over, but nothing is sacred. Nothing is safe. Everything is going. Smooth.
Hey, so this is not different from anything that was said in the past. They never committed to games not going. It just means that, you know, anything's on the table. I don't think everything will go. If it does, it is what it is. But that's what they're saying. Like it's but there's never been like a barrier of like, hey, you know, everything's case by case. But Halo, Gears, and Forza, those are never coming. No. Whatever they got going on, it is what it is. Everything's up for grabs. So the thing is, the assumption for, you know, everyone, even Xbox gamers, is like, yo, like the assumption is like, yeah, Halo, Gears, Forza, Starfield, all are could be subject to being multi-plat. May not be day and date, but it can definitely happen. So it's going to be a slow burn, and I'm personally completely fine with it at this point, because I don't care. I'm just gonna say I'm platform agnostic. I just identify as an Xbox fan. Just platform.
I want to shoot the person.
What's the last stage of grief, Smooth?
Acceptance.
There you go.
So I mean, it is what it is. I accepted the fact. You know what I mean? The thing is that what I don't understand is, I understand people are upset, but I don't understand like how, like, I can't get to the point where I'm like, all right, man, all this money I invested in, you know, Xbox or some sort of Xbox, where I'm just like, all right, I'm throwing in the towel. I'm gonna rebuy all the shit I bought already on Xbox, on PC, or on like PlayStation. I don't know. I just think that concept is dumb. The only thing that's really going on is that the console war to what we know as it can't happen. Those same discussions can't happen. Xbox fans just need to bow the fuck out and just like, you know, watch from afar like PC gamers and just like it is what it is. Let PlayStation and Nintendo dudes go at it, and then and we'll see how that goes. But like Xbox, I think what they're doing from their perspective, it's smart only on, you know, their NOI, you know what I mean, only on their what they're trying to make, which is money. I think with them doing this, it does allow some of their games to get that viral moment that some multi-plats receive, that some PlayStation games receive. I think games will have that opportunity to, you know, explode, to sell a lot, which they haven't had in a while at the same time enjoying a boost in Gamepass usage. I mean, I don't know what it means for the sales of the console, but they're doing what's best to increase their revenue and increase their monthly active users and whatnot. So, but yeah, man, it'll be a shame to see, you know, Halo, Gears, or Forza land on the PlayStation. Honestly, for me personally, I'm hoping the fucking PlayStation cease to exist before a Halo becomes multi-plat. I mean, if that happens, then you don't got to worry about it. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe this fucking, I don't know, Elon Musk does something, the shit just disappears or some shit like that. Who knows, man? But it is what it is.
Okay. All right. Let's see. GTA Trilogy. Well, no. Let me stay on Xbox for a little bit. Because there was other shit he said. The handheld. He said they're looking into a handheld. It's years away. Yeah. I mean, I don't have much to say about that, but the industry is going full circle. Everybody abandoned handhelds except Nintendo. Now everybody's about to get back into handhelds. So.
Yeah, so they're essentially copying Nintendo.
They're not copying Nintendo. They're copying Steam and Rogue Ally.
Oh, brother.
I mean, they're not. I don't expect them to make a weak.
And who do you think Steam and Rogue Ally were copying?
They said, hey, you know what? Let's do something better than Nintendo does. Let's do something Nintendo's afraid of doing, and let's put power in our handhelds. So yeah, Nintendo. I don't think anybody's copying, you know, Nintendo, except for that one when they would do the little Joy-Con shit like that. I think that's the Legion Go or some shit like that. But I think it only makes sense, you know, for Xbox to do it. They're in a position where you could literally buy it and you don't have to worry about like buying a bunch of games for it. You're just a login, and you know they have obviously cloud gaming and stuff like that. But I think they'll make a handheld that's just on par with like the Rogue or the Steam in some capacity, that because it has to be able to run whatever gen it falls on, whether that's the series gen or the gen after that. It has to be able to run those same games natively. That's what we want, is to be able to play those games natively just on a mobile device. But it also got to be like dev friendly, so that, you know, when developers are making games for the, you know, the Xbox consoles, that they're in a sense making the game for that handheld. It almost essentially has to be the Series X, Series S all over again. It's just that the handheld having a little bit more horsepower to it.
Do the Nintendo fans think anybody who makes a handheld is just copying Nintendo? Is that how y'all look at it?
No, stop. I see what you're
just
trying
asking
to
a
do,
question.
BG.
I'm just asking a question. It seems like that.
No, it's just weird that like suddenly like for certain demographics of people, all of a sudden like interested like in the handheld aspect of gaming.
Okay.
Because prior to this, you know, anti-handheld BG, you're notorious for that, and then you own two handhelds right now.
I don't right now, actually.
And I feel like hyping up what value, at least explain to me, like, why would you would be, at least Smooth, because he'd be the one that would be made for. What would you be interested for an Xbox handheld for, essentially?
Oh, wait, me?
Yeah.
Why would I want an Xbox handheld?
Yeah.
Because I think it's it be easier to extend the Xbox, the Xbox console experience. It'll be easier to like when I'm going on trips, when I'm away from the house overnight and whatnot. I can literally like, instead of pretending my rogue ally is actually an Xbox, I can use an actual Xbox device and have that same experience. I just all I envision an Xbox handheld to be just literally an Xbox Series S as a handheld. That's pretty much the bar I'm giving it.
Okay, that's essentially what that would be, but that makes like sense for you to want that. Much. It's basically like a machine, a dedicated Xbox machine that is basically like your from Xbox themselves.
Yeah,
essentially.
So a
I
Steam
understand
Deck?
that. Yeah, essentially like an option just to play games like portably and comfortably. You know, the thing that people made fun of the Switch when it was first coming out. Oh, fuck handheld gaming. And then all of a sudden the Steam Deck and the PlayStation Portal comes in, like everybody understands it now. That's all I wanted to point out.
I'm only interested in handhelds depending on how the form factor is, because I didn't like the Steam Deck. So,
hey, Jazzmaster, what were you playing over there on
good.
the everlasting summer of gaming known as the Nintendo Switch?
We got other topics to get to, sir.
A lot of
know
games.
what Jazzy's playing right now.
I was just curious, BG.
He's playing Brothership.
Excuse me for playing games.
You call him Jazz Master? I like that. I like
he's
that.
a Jazz Master.
He's playing.
like
he's
that.
playing Brothership. I know what Jazzy's playing. He's playing Brothership right now. There you go.
No,
Were you playing Brothership, Jazz?
No,
Aren't you still playing Metaphor? Or?
I still am on my PS5. But on my Switch, I'm heavy in like I'm all about 8 hours in Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake.
Okay. Splinter Cell movie was canceled. I didn't even know there was one in development, but it was canceled.
I damn sure didn't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? GTA Trilogy remake was patched. Looks very different. I've seen the screenshot comparisons. And apparently Grove Street Game, I don't know if this is true, but they're saying this is really on some like celebrity shit. They're saying Grove Street Games unfollowed Rockstar. I'm like, y'all were keeping track if they were following them before, I guess.
They got removed off the game completely. They're not even developers of the game anymore.
Yeah, so they salty? You think they salty?
Probably. I mean, they only exist to, it seemed like they only existed to make the remakes and remasters, and they fucked them up. So, I mean, it's crazy, bro. That game came out 3 years ago, bro. They just now like getting some of the, I mean, they've been constantly patching it throughout the years, but like this is what the biggest patch they've done so far. 3 years, bro. Like, that's crazy. How long we had to wait?
Rockstar said we got to do it ourselves.
I re-downloaded. I'm playing. Well, I never even played the San Andreas and Vice City remasters. I'm replaying 3 again, trying to get some of the trophies. It look cool. It ain't no, you know. I don't know. I never even I just realized I wasn't even playing that bitch at 60 frames, bro. I was playing that bitch in fidelity mode, bro.
You a sick nigga.
Yeah, it was nasty, bro. It was nasty, bro. I just put that bitch at 60 frames last night.
Why didn't even do that shit though, bro? It didn't even warrant a
fidelity mode. It don't even look like. I'm like, damn, I ain't realize. See, because I didn't even realize it had this move. Like when I went, I'm like fidelity mode. Like I didn't even realize. I was like, what the fuck?
You a sick man.
I didn't even know I had that.
But Jack, you're the fidelity mode gamer though.
I am, but not in this case, bro. That game don't look that good to be. And they actually added back the old lighting that it had like on PS2 and whatnot. So the games definitely look better. They look closer to they did originally. Hey, not bad.
All right. This is an Xbox ad. Xbox put out a new marketing ad campaign describing, pretty much saying that all devices can and are essentially an Xbox. Your laptop, your phone, your Xbox, your PC, every device, your microwave. Yeah, everything's an Xbox. That was the messaging. What y'all think?
Horrible.
I actually don't have a problem with it because it's not out of line for the stuff they've been touting for like the last 4 or 5 years. Ever since they did like Play Anywhere, since they did the cloud initiative. So the reason why I've got a problem with their new ad situation is because it's true to what they've been doing. Like, you know what I mean? I would have had smoke for them, you know, if a Nintendo Switch or a PlayStation appeared in the ad. But the only knock against those is that it's not the true Xbox experience outside of just the Xbox Series consoles, because cloud, obviously the entire library is not there. PC, the entire library is not there. The UI isn't there until Xbox becomes a situation where I play on my Xbox and then I load up the Xbox app on PC, and if it's not the same exact thing that's on Xbox with the same exact library and everything, you really can't say that. Maybe in a year or two it'll actually be that, but then that means the advertisement is just 2 years too soon. But go ahead.
No, I got a question for you, because I feel like this is, first of all, disrespectful in my opinion. I feel like they're memeing their incompetence at the end of the day. And even though they didn't add a PlayStation or Nintendo, that's what they're saying at the end of the day. They've completely alienated their main fan base, which was the console user. I just don't. I see you saying you don't have a problem with it, but if I was a diehard Xbox guy, I would be livid with this shit, bro. To be honest, because you spread yourself so thin to, oh, this is an Xbox, this is Xbox. Bro. You don't even fuck with the Xbox end user like that, like. And they bro. I was watching an Addict video. They showed I guess the Series X at the beginning. They showed the bit for like 2 seconds, bro. They just had to throw that in there, like, oh yeah, this still an Xbox, yeah. Oh, and the Series S, yeah, that's still an Xbox too. But all the shit in the middle, all the shit we emphasizing, that's really what we want y'all to play the games at. I don't necessarily like the ads, Smooth. I don't know.
It's I get it. See, I don't take it personal anymore, only because everything they showed on that ad, I've actually utilized under Xbox. I've utilized obviously the Rogue Ally. I'm utilizing the PC. I utilized a freaking Chromebook before. I utilized Samsung TV. I got cloud gaming on there. I utilized my MetaQuest and played.
So you fucking with that? You think it's
yeah? I'm not an advocate. I understand it, but the thing is like I really don't got anything against it, because I actually utilize every example that they gave. In terms of this is an Xbox, but I'm obviously prefer, and I'm happy that the console remained in the advertisement, even down to like the image. They start with the Series X and to the Series S. I like this. I'd rather this than the no console required type bullshit they were doing. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see something where you're like, hey, you can experience Xbox hit this way, or you can experience Xbox that way. I don't want to hear, you don't need an Xbox.
You don't feel like this is like just an extension of that, really? Because like,
nah, I think
they show you how much it's branching off to the point to where you don't need an Xbox, because everything is an Xbox. That's pretty much what they're saying. Like,
it just I don't mind them showing ways to experience the Xbox versus all, like saying, instead of doing this the traditional way, do this like the cloud way or the Amazon Fire Stick way. No, like I don't mind it, because like I said, it showed Xbox holistically, like as a whole. So that's why I don't really got no smoke for it.
Okay. I mean, I just feel like it waters it down a little bit, but they've been watering down their console for a while. So it is what it is, man. If this is the strategy,
this seems like a defeated strategy. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean,
you said a defeated strategy.
Yeah, like niggas that lose and do dumb shit like this. You would never find Nintendo doing something like this. And in fact, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say, until Nintendo does something, you probably shouldn't do something.
That's one of the Xbox's problems is they always doing shit first.
Yep. You are not a market leader. So it doesn't matter how innovative you try to be. Ain't nobody following dumbasses.
Being the first to do something is not. I don't think it's always the right thing to do. Like sometimes you want to crash test dummy. Let somebody else do some shit before you try it. See how it works out for them. All right.
You think PlayStation will follow suit?
It's what they do best.
With exactly what Xbox is doing with the campaign, like this
Not
type of campaign?
verbatim, but
Oh.
Not verbatim, or at least not right now. I'm just like to
Mm-hmm.
where certain aspects that PlayStation's been doing, you can kind of see like they kind of similar to like Microsoft. Not like every single thing that they've done, but just like similar cases.
I think PlayStation always likes the middle, like the middle lane of things, and they don't like to go to the extreme of either side. Like we'll do it. They're like, okay, we'll do a subscription service, but it's not going to be our main shit. We'll do everything, you know, everybody else is doing, but we're not going to make it our main shit. I think that's what they do. They play
Jack
they
of
play
all
it safe.
trades, master of
I
none.
think they play it safe, which is, you know, not a bad strategy, in my opinion. Lego Horizon Adventures came out. I think it's at 69 on Metacritic.
Unacceptable. Simply unacceptable. 69 on Metacritic. Wow.
Move with the W.
Oh, it's actually at a
69
71.
on Metacritic.
It's at a 71. It went up to a 71. 87
You know, PlayStation
reviews.
first party worked on this, right?
But Jack, you know,
That's a Lego game,
it's not
Jack.
mainly.
It's
It's not. Listen, I'm not even like trying to cap, but this is not like a.
We're not about to downplay.
No, I'm,
Guerrilla
bro.
Games
Bro,
involvement
okay.
in this game.
Look, let me ask you something. Let's be real. Do you think if this was a purely Guerrilla Games made game, that this would be a 71?
I can't call. I don't know.
Based on their track record, come on. If we want to look at history and track records, come on, bro. This wouldn't even be something Guerrilla Games would even make.
They wanted to make this game.
Sure,
Yeah,
but
how
I'm
did
saying
this game even come to be again.
What I'm saying is
So,
well,
you want to know what happened, Blaine Drew?
they proved that
I
they
do.
came.
I'm-
Lego said they approached PlayStation about this. What I'm saying is this is not like a real. I wouldn't put this as a Guerrilla Games game because this is not something they would even make on their own.
Wait, but y'all blame
They're
Platinum
literally
Games
involved with
for
the
all.
production of the game.
Wait. Y'all blame Platinum Games for all these games that they just made to pay the bills, and we keep telling you all that's not mainline Platinum Games titles like these Ninja Turtle games and Legend of Korra. But now you don't want to give Horizon the same thing with Guerrilla Games.
Even even the games that Platinum Games make themselves still be shaky.
Not false.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Bayonetta Origins was amazing, as was Bayonetta 3 and Astral Chain. You can stop this.
And let me ask you, okay, because this is co-developed. There's a Lego studio who works on this, correct? With Guerrilla, correct?
Yeah.
The games that Platinum Games take on, that's them working on it by themselves. They just get the IP. That's only Platinum Games working on it.
Well, Babylon's Fall, I think, had multiple developers.
No,
didn't it?
like Nier Automata, that's co-developed with Square Enix too.
Yeah, they only did the combat, right?
And that's
And
one
even
of the
that Zelda game, Echoes of Wisdom, that's co-developed by Grizo. So, but Nintendo is still getting credit for that game pretty much as a first-party game.
most of those Platinum games.
And also,
that
why
be,
didn't
that be
PlayStation
mid,
just shut down the idea when they approached them in the first place?
They were with it. Listen, I'm not denying that they were with it. I'm just saying I don't look at this as a game that is really made by Guerrilla Games like themselves. I'm sorry, I don't, because this is not something they would make either way. This is a Lego.
Wait a minute, BG. Wait.
This is more of a Lego game.
If it was an 87 or so, would you give Guerrilla credit?
No, I never looked at this before the game came out. I never looked at this as a real first party Guerrilla game. I never did. That was always my stance. I told y'all I'm not even buying it.
PlayStation viewed as first party Guerrilla Games.
That's cool, but I'm saying I don't think this reflects Guerrilla Games capabilities because this is not the type of game they would make. It's just not. Like, if we being real, this is not. If would you expect this from Guerrilla Games outside of Lego?
I wouldn't expect Guerrilla Games to even make a Horizon Zero Dawn because all they made was Killzone, but here we are.
This is not something they would make. So look, it's I think this is because I don't even think that I would be curious. This is what I'm saying. I would be curious to see how many actual Guerrilla Games developers worked on this. Like, what's the split? Because I don't even think this is like a good portion of their studio. I don't think they had a good portion of their studio working on this. I think they had some, because you have to have some like consultation and some developers to, work with the other team so they know how exactly the Horizon world works. But I don't think this is. I think most of the Guerrilla team is working on their other projects. I mean that's facts. I mean, just like when Nintendo collaborated with Ubisoft to make the
Mario and Rabbids.
The Mario Rabbids game. Do you think that's more Ubisoft or Nintendo? I think it's more Ubisoft. Am I wrong?
I give it to
yeah,
Ubisoft.
because Ubisoft was the publisher for that game.
Exactly. But I think that's more Ubisoft.
Of Nintendo to even develop it.
When
we know, like, they're not the Studio Gobo. They're not the only ones like making this game. It's Guerrilla.
Look, whenever
Sony told them that Guerrilla Games to even work on that game, they didn't have to do that.
Sure. What I'm saying is, whenever it's a collaboration and it's a game that the main studio wouldn't usually make, I always think it's the other studio that's really doing almost all of the work. Nintendo isn't working on Mario Rabbids. I don't think Guerrilla mostly worked on this game. That's not Damage Control. I think that with all collaborations. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, people typically give the nod to Nintendo because I remember even when Jack was talking about the difference between, second party, first party, and third party, people were like, well, what about all these Nintendo games? How come those are always just under the flyer of Nintendo first party games and not second party and third party? So at the end of the day, as long as they greenlighted it, I think they typically they let the studio get the credit for it, whether good or bad.
Yeah, listen,
because even with bad like Pokemon, they definitely go to Nintendo to blame for that.
Yeah, and Nintendo, that's not
and any
even
other game that they want to do.
Yeah,
even though we know it's Pokemon Company
and Game Freak, which I don't even. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't even own.
Yeah, they don't even own Game Freak.
Yeah, and Nintendo still gets all the hate for
system.
Pokemon. Yeah, so.
Listen, it's cool. Like I said, it's a PlayStation game. I'm not debating that. I just don't think most Guerrilla Games, a whole bunch of Guerrilla Games developers worked on this. That's just what I think.
I mean, most of the staff of Guerrilla Games have been the main ones talking about this game on Twitter and like different interviews, even on PlayStation blogs themselves, and that's PlayStation posting those blogs.
Sure, they're owning it. I just don't think there was a bunch of them actually working on it.
All right. Did Direct tell you to say that, or
no? That's just I've always believed that. And anytime any studio, y'all always try to make this a fanboy thing, but I'm consistent with this when it comes to any collaboration of any game. I've always said this before Lego Horizon Adventures. I've always thought that when I love Mario Rabbids. Never once when I'm playing Mario Rabbids did I think Nintendo worked on this. I'm like, this is a Ubisoft game. Ubisoft developers worked on this. I've always thought that. I mean,
no, it just seems like the talking points the loophole talking points you have, it's very similar to his. So I was wondering if you're just throwing up like the bat signal right now to shoot Sony some bail about this game.
I'm not shooting them bail about anything. This is their game. They own it. But I don't think, all I'm saying is I don't think the Guerrilla Games developers worked on it. That's all.
How many of them do you think worked on it?
I mean, I would have to, okay, let's say if it's a studio, let's say it's a studio of 50 people, total 50 people. I would probably say they probably had 10 to 15 developers, and the developers who were there from Guerrilla Games were probably the leads. That's what I would think. I would think the ones who worked on it were the leads, and the people who actually executed it were the ones from the other studio. That's what I would think.
All right, because this game actually has the credits where you can see all the credits in the before you even start up the game. So I'm about to look up the credits and see how many of them.
Listen, I could be wrong. Look at the credits. Yeah, let me know. What's the other studio that worked on it? What's their name?
Gobo.
Gobo. Okay. Did anybody play this? Because I know I ain't.
Fuck no.
I've only played 30 minutes of it, but I'm not gonna speak on it too much. It's fine for what it is. I didn't expect it blow my night anything, but I think it's fine for what it is. But I can't really speak on it definitively because I've been playing Dragon Quest. It came out the same day as Dragon Quest 3 Remake, so I couldn't give it as much
that game,
time
by the way.
as I
I'm
thought it
about
was.
to get on that shit.
Yeah, so far it's really good. Let me see.
Horizon games just have a tendency to release it next to great games, don't they?
They tend to be overshadowed in when they release.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't even show it. It says Guerrilla Games Studio has.
Wait, but
As
wait,
soon as I started the credits up.
what do Lego games typically get like on Metacritic? Is this like
High
low for a Lego
70s,
game, or
low
is it in
80s.
line, or?
Like in the 80s.
Oh,
High 70s, low 80s.
Games are usually made by TT Games, though.
Yeah, or Warner Brothers Interactive.
that Traveler's Tales.
Yeah, I won't be buying this. So maybe if it's when it's in the bargain bin, I might pick it up. But I'm good on that. So
You're not picking it up, BG?
why would I buy this?
Variety Gamer?
Yeah, I am. But why would I buy this? I know
I
y'all.
there's another
5 new
PlayStation game,
games
right?
to beat this year.
I don't care. It's
Another
funny.
PlayStation game, you ducking, dog.
It's funny that y'all try to use both against me. Y'all say I buy everything PlayStation, which is far from the truth. But then y'all say I should be playing this because I'm a variety gamer. Yeah, see, I can't win, y'all. I can't win. Can't win. I'm gameplay first, and I don't like the way this gameplay looks.
I mean, this featuring the flagship series that your partner in crime, Tarek, loves so much. I figured you would check it out for him.
So you think so? Why didn't Persona fans buy Persona Tactica?
No, they did.
What?
They definitely did.
They didn't. That game flopped
That's like
terribly.
the main demographic. No, it's not gonna sell the same thing because it's like a spin-off game.
Okay, so that's
But
my
most
point.
of the people that were playing that are Atlas fans.
That game flopped terribly. And which is my point. Why I wouldn't buy a Lego Horizon game, because people buy the main thing for the main thing, and not really the spinoff. Unless you're Horizon, unless you're Forza Horizon. That's the only game that the spinoff seems to sell more than the main game. All right. We can move on from that. Indiana Jones gameplay was shown this week. I think it was like 20 minutes. I've said this before. I'll say it again. This game looks ass to me.
Uh-oh. You trying to put some money on it?
No, I'm not. I don't think so. I'll let you do that with Smooth. This
We
game
already
just
did.
looks. Oh, okay. Well, this game just don't look right, and like it looks so robotic and stiff. Listen, we need to abolish first person like fighting.
Why?
Because it's bad. Like
So it's Sony's multiplayer, but we don't abolish that.
Anyway, we need
we
need
back, nigga.
no, because it's a terrible argument, Bond.
That?
Because not all of them have been bad. That's why.
And not all first person games of this nature like Dishonored have been bad.
No, I'm talking about fighting, as in like if you look at the Indiana Jones gameplay, and he's like literally punching and meleeing Nazis. I've never played a first person game where punching has been good. It's always you don't punch people in Dishonored.
Okay, so you smack people with a sword or a blade.
Yeah, and even that in Dishonored is kind of ass.
Nigga, Smooth. This is not a goddamn buffet. This shit is crazy.
What are you talking about?
You be eating a whole 3-course meal on the podcast.
Anyway, like the fighting
Big
in
Three is right. They got a beer too.
The fighting in Indiana Jones just looks terrible. It looks clunky. It just looks whack. Like nobody wants to punch somebody. Like it looks like a VR game when he does it. Like it looks like when me and Alex were playing Creed VR. That's what it looks like.
Nah, man, come on.
It looks
man.
bad,
I don't know
bro.
about that. Alex was playing. I don't know what you were doing.
It looks bad, bro, and it doesn't look fun. It looks slow. It looks clunky. It looks whack. Like even when he grabs somebody with the whip, I'm like, this combat looks ass. I'm sorry. Even the gunplay
about Concord.
And machine games machine games are the gunplay king. They didn't show a lot of gunplay in that video,
It's
but
not
where they
a
did,
gun game. It's a first person adventure game.
and it looks ass. Listen, first person adventure games.
Every week, hold on, bro. Every week since the reveal of this game, BG's criticism of this game have grown more aggressive and aggressive by the week.
Because it looks worse every time I see
money
it.
on this shit now.
It looks worse every time I see it.
Money on this.
It looks worse every time I see it, bro.
Not put no money down, BG.
Listen, there are only a few games that do, and most of them don't do like melee combat in first person. It just doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. And this game, this IP just doesn't lend to what machine game does well. Machine games are what their specialty is, making a bullet storm game. A Unga Bunga game where you're just shooting a lot of bullets, shooting up Nazis at a high pace. Not this slow solving a puzzle, swinging on a rope in slow motion. This is not what they do. It just doesn't lend to their talents.
What's your Metacritic?
You gotta put some money on this, BG.
I remember mine's Bond. We have an open one on here. This was one of the earlier ones. Where was our original bet on this one?
I'm gonna go 80. I'm gonna go with 81.
81?
I'm gonna go 81.
Smooth, that's pretty high for a game that look like shit, BG.
Oh, Smooth, you gotta take that though. If you bet me 85 and he's trying to bet 81.
Oh, I think I said 85 or better for this one.
Yeah,
I think it's our original.
He's betting 81. So you got to take that.
Oh yeah, I would take that if it's available.
Are you down on that, BG?
I'm not making
talking all this shit.
I'm not making no bets. I'm just telling you. To me, I think the industry is going to give that game an 81. To me, that game looks like a low 70 to me. What I would get.
Hold up, BG. If it's an 81 and Smooth is betting an 85, that's a 4-point variance if you're going to get money.
All right, I'll take that bet. I don't think it's getting. I don't think Smooth is betting an 85 or above.
Yep. Smooth, are you taking that?
I'll take that.
All right,
okay.
Do I need to write this down, or can you all keep track of your own bets?
We'll remember. Yeah, it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look fun. It doesn't look like the graphics are fine. It's not an issue.
I don't like this new Smooth, dog. He be winning bets. Now this nigga eating like he greasy on camera and shit. I'm used to him acting broke. What the fuck is going on?
And I need people to understand. I understand that's not what Indiana Jones is about. He doesn't go around shooting people like a mass murderer. I get it. What I am saying is that IP translated to a game is an ass idea. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't work as a video game to me because it looks boring as hell. It's like making a video game for a pacifist. Who wants to play a video game as a pacifist? Like, yeah, some games have like pacifist modes or pacifist ways you can play, but like a dude who barely shoots people, who mainly just punches people and uses a rope or a whip, like,
I mean, he does carry a revolver and shoot Nazis, BG.
Yeah, and the fact that you barely see any of that in the gameplay that they've shown. You don't.
So what are you complaining about if you don't see it?
It looks ass. It just looks boring. That's what I'm complaining about. It just doesn't lend itself to a good game. I'm not. It's not even machine games specific. I don't think anybody can make this into a good game unless you completely abandon what Indiana Jones is and just said we're gonna make it like another action adventure game that's just more fun and we're gonna shoot shit up and we're gonna make it more action oriented. I don't think anybody can make this a good game unless you abandon and ignore the Indiana Jones like rules. That's what I'm saying.
That's exactly what the last two movies did, and look how they turned out.
So it's my opinion. What everybody else think about the gameplay shown?
I think it's going to be less than 85.
Okay. Jack, thoughts? Blandrew, the man who claims he plays games other than Nintendo games, got any thoughts on this multi-plat?
You mean the same Blandrew that was right about Astrobot and you still didn't pay me over my bet? That same guy?
Do you have any thoughts on this multi-plat, sir?
Is it multi-plat upon release or a couple months after release?
It's multi-plat.
It'll be F.
It's going to be a multi-plat. Whether it's first month, third month, are you going to play it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, Mr. Variety Gamer, huh? All right.
BG, I'm currently at like 18 games for the year, triple the amount of games that You
Nah,
beat the
his first person game he's gonna play is like Metroid Prime 4.
I'm not even a big fan of just first person in general. It makes me dizzy and
Yeah, I
makes
know.
me nauseous.
Because you're not variety. You don't play variety.
No, I play him when I can. I can only play him in like small bursts.
Oh, Buffalo won. Nice. Cool.
I know. Good week. Bills won.
Wow. So now the Kansas City can stop. That was like the worst undefeated team of all time, though.
They were just barely skating by.
I'm gonna say second worst undefeated team.
Who was on first?
You could argue the Eagles last year when we were undefeated. You could argue we were kind of.
Were we 8-0 at that point?
Yeah, we got to 9-0, I think. No. When the Jets, I think we lost to the fucking Jets for some reason. You're right. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, like, listen, we'll see. Jack, thoughts on Indiana Jones?
Up Indiana Jones?
Not me, no. Well, actually, I
we're
may.
5-1.
Yeah, so wait, you're getting on me about this whole variety thing, but you yourself isn't even picking it up.
I might, do the Game Pass finesse because they be giving me free codes, so I might try it out, maybe.
Game Pass finesse.
Yeah.
I thought you bought your.
I remember you being. I remember you being strongly against Game Pass, BG.
I am. I've never purchased Game Pass in my life. I get codes like every few months. Never paid for it in my life.
I think Indiana Jones, despite, I think it will get some hits because everybody will be reviewing it from the perspective of what it's not instead of for what it is. And I think for what it is, it's going to be a good game. It's a challenge to Machine Games to see if they can deliver on something totally opposite to what they're doing. Obviously, it would have been easier to just put Indiana Jones in a third-person action adventure game that's pretty much like Tomb Raider or Uncharted, and you would have gotten yourself a solid game. Uncharted in the Indiana Jones skin, less shooting. I think they're gonna do enough with the gameplay loop. I think they're gonna find a gameplay loop that resonate with people, and people can't. If the game ain't bad, you can't give it a bad score. And so that's why I think it's gonna land at like maybe an 85, 86. But we'll see, man. I think BG's being too slanderish over there about the game. Okay. You gotta. I guarantee it's gotta be a game that you actually have to get hands-on time with.
And look, could be wrong, but we'll see. I mean, I remember people saying, "Oh, you're just being a hater about Avowed, right?" Because I said that this Avowed gameplay do not look right. And then literally the developer came out and said and admitted their combat was looking bad pretty much. They literally flat out said it when I was getting killed for saying it, when they admitted this shit. Listen, I'm the gameplay guy. I know what I'm looking at when gameplay looks good and when it does not look bad, when it doesn't look right. That's my shit. Okay. As much as y'all try to take
that's your new moniker, the gameplay guy.
I know how to look at gameplay and say this looks good or bad. I am a good evaluator of that. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah, you're so good at evaluating factions,
Here
BG. Let me tell you.
Here he go. Always with the faction shit. Always with the factions would have been. Let me not go there.
Would have been what?
Let me not go there. You're not about to fuck with me today.
Exactly.
You're not about to fuck with me today.
Guy.
You're not gonna get me today, buddy.
If anybody should be the gameplay guy, it should be me, Jack, because I predicted that shit. I said that shit was gonna be canceled.
Not gonna get me today. Phil Spencer said Xbox is the most played platform for Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Phil Spencer is that boy is a wordsmith. He is good. He is good, bro. I don't even have to say anything. I don't think we have to explain this or get into this. And I think it's without being said, this is very clear what he's doing. Right? We don't gotta deep dive on this.
No. What is it? Is it because everything's in the Xbox, or
it's because
are you like what's the finesse?
Phil Spencer, he finds more loopholes to make statements than me. Like this, for one, he said,
"Hold on, why do you make loophole statements? Because you're also wrong, like Phil Spencer."
No, I'm not. But
Catching his ass, Jack.
for one, he said the Xbox. He didn't specifically say, because this Black Ops 6 is not on previous generations, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
So he is telling us that, yes, because really what he's saying is Xbox Game Pass plus the Xbox platform, PC, last generation, all of that shit where you can possibly play either Game Pass or that he considers an Xbox platform. He's combining a whole bunch of shit to make that statement, is what he's doing. Which is why it's kind of like when most people read this, or maybe not, but when you read this, you would think he's talking about the Xbox box. He's not talking about the box. There are not Xbox does not have the most people playing Black Ops 6. It does not. Not Xbox. It does not. That is false.
It's actually possible. You know why? Actually, Circana supports this because Circana says 57% of players on console is on Xbox. That's actually out there.
Sure. So do you think? But what about PC?
Oh, PC, the most PC is a high number, but it's not on Call of Duty. Is not I think it's top 3 on PC. I think it's behind like fucking the bullshit they be playing all the time and some other game.
What do you mean the bullshit?
I think like Counter-Strike or some shit like that.
So listen, if Phil says it, all right, cool. I'm gonna let you slide, Phil. But I know you're wordsmithing your way through that statement. I know what you're doing. It's cool. Get away with it. I'm gonna let it fly. Cool. We talked about the ad. South of Midnight. There was South of Midnight gameplay that they put out, like a 30-minute little developer diary kind of documentary. And I like this. I'm really looking forward to this game. This game looks really good. The story, the gameplay. I like the art style. It was funny when we first saw it. Some people thought the frame rate was just bad, and idiots can't tell stop motion or like 27 to 30 frames is like intentional. That it was funny, but that was clear to me.
I don't care if frame rate drops are intentional. It's just still looks like trash.
No. The character is moving at a lower frame rate than the game to have that visual effect, like what they did in
Miles Morales,
or the movie or the game where you could put on the suit. Anyway, yeah, the game looks good. You can turn that off, by the way. I think they said you can turn that off if you want. Mm-hmm. And you got a certain brigade that's attacking this game, which I find very annoying, right? Because them attacking this game has made it very clear. They tried to hide behind the guys that, we're against DEI, or we're against wokeness, or we're against forced inclusivity and all that shit. When that was never really the case. Y'all were just racist. Because this is a game made about a black girl trying to be authentic, to a story in the South, right? They went to the South, they've done their research, they've consulted, did the right, consultation to make sure they get things authentic and accurate about not only black people in the South, but just people in the South in general. And people are attacking the game for being an authentic black story and saying it's woke. According to y'all definition, there should be nothing woke about this. This is a story about a black girl in the South. What is the problem? It's not a story that's like that had a character swap or some shit like that. This is a story built in around a black girl. That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't care. They don't care. The problem is that it's just about a black person, and it focuses on that black story, that black culture, and the people, the cast around it, and they still have an issue with it. So it's like, what do y'all want? I'm gonna tell you straight up. What this is this, there's a bunch of not all white people, but there's a bunch of white rejects. This is a white reject rebellion, because the games industry in the past has been made for white people, made about white people, consumed.
Right now, dog, the game industry in our generation was never made for white people. If anything, it was made for Asian people.
Western.
Still made for Asian people.
It was definitely made. At least they felt like it was their industry. It was covered. Let's hold on. It was made by white people, covered by white people. It's been white dominated. That is the truth.
You cannot even say the gaming industry was white until the Xbox 360.
I can definitely say
That's fact. Nintendo, 8-bit, 16-bit, Genesis, Super Nintendo, 32-bit, Saturn, N64, PS1, PS2 dominated the whole industry. Xbox was irrelevant. Basically GameCube. The Xbox 360 is the first time white people have dominated gaming. That's a fact.
And they were still always the consumers, though. They were still always like the biggest consumers.
And there's more white people than everybody. It doesn't mean anything.
But my point is, the reason why you're getting this like white rebellion is because they felt like the games were theirs and belonged to them, and they could dictate how they wanted games to be. And now because that's what this is all about. These aren't the games we want. We don't approve of these games because they felt like it was theirs and it belonged to them, and they can dictate what games are being made.
So what kind of games are we talking about that aren't selling, that these white people don't like? Because I also want to know if Japan is buying these games as well.
No, it's about representation. It's representation. What you're finding in these games, who you're playing as, who are the main characters. That's where the issue is coming to.
So is Japan buying these so-called DEI games?
Is Japan complaining about it?
Are they buying them?
Are they?
We don't know if they're complaining about them. I don't speak Japanese. Are they buying them? Or are they putting them where their mouth is to buy them?
That's not the issue.
The issue is sales. Who gives a fuck what people say? At the end of the day, is the game selling or not?
Well, that's the conversation, is what people are saying.
Yeah, and is Japan buying these games?
Japan doesn't buy a lot of type of games.
Exactly. So the determination is this. I don't know the exact numbers, but if we were to look at the game industry as a pie of 100%, how much of that pie of gamers would be black people compared to white people?
Be majority white people.
So why are we surprised at what we're seeing here? That the majority of people don't want to play as a minority of people.
But that's my point. That's why I said it's a rebellion.
It's not a rebellion. They just don't
absolutely
want to.
A rebellion.
Just like the Japanese don't.
It's a rebellion.
I don't want to play as a black woman either, BG.
It's a rebellion, Bond. I don't
want to play as a black woman either.
Look, that's exactly what this is. In
I don't
a lot of these,
as an Asian woman, I want to play as a man.
And so, as I was saying, this is a rebellion because they felt like the industry was something that belonged to them at some point, and it catered to them, and it pandered to them. And now they're seeing a bunch of stuff with black characters or transgender inclusion or whatever type of inclusion and diversity, and they're saying this is not what we want. We were catered to, and we were pandered to, and that's what we're used to. And we want y'all to stop all that new shit y'all doing. Go back to pandering to us. That is what this is about.
Let me ask you a question, BG.
They feel like they are being. They feel like
as they should.
They feel like they're being somehow oppressed, which is crazy.
BG, let me ask you a question real quick. Who the fuck is about to be the next president of the United States?
Trump. Why? What does that have to do with it?
So what the fuck would you think the majority of people want to play as this irregular shit?
Bond, what does that have to do with what I'm saying?
Did anybody have a problem playing as CJ in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? No. But people, by and large, men don't want to play as this shit.
If San Andreas was made today, that'd be a different story.
No, it wouldn't. That game had all the black voice actors and VAs in it.
Yeah, this is the same thing. Top of Midnight is a black game. Like San Andreas is technically a black game. The ignorant black. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And they didn't have a problem playing as the black gangbanger shooting niggas up. Oh wow!
Did more people had a problem with the crazy white dude in GTA 5 than Franklin?
So
ain't nobody complain about Franklin.
And the point, and the point still, and CJ doesn't change anything, because the point is if it's the type of black that they approve of, if it's the type of black character they approve of, they're okay with it. But this character, this black cat, there's a bunch of black character. Bro, Zao is a game that's literally made by an African, from an African, about an African, and they had a problem with it.
What did the game score on Metacritic?
I don't remember. Low 80s, high 70s. What does that matter?
Did you buy the game?
What is Bond? They did not care about the quality of the game. That's my point. They didn't care. They hated on it. They hated and shitted on it before it even came out.
Hold up, BG. Just like you said, you have the foresight to know if a game is trash. So how come other people don't have that foresight? You're not the only one blessed with it.
Bond, they weren't hating on the game because of the gameplay. Every comment about it was it is woke, it is DEI. It had nothing to do with the quality of the game. They never played it. They admit that shit.
They don't want to play it.
BG, oh my God. BG, I will say, like, going back to Bond's Grand Theft Auto point, that even with this most recent game, there was like a big outcry about just how many black people were in the game. People started pulling up statistics of Miami and saying, that's not realistic. There shouldn't be this many black people at the beach. I'm gonna be
not 5.
No, 6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, they were complaining about black people in Miami. What are we talking about?
NPCs in the game, yeah.
Bro, it is clear. They try to hide. They clearly try to hide about. They try to hide it behind. Oh, we just want authentic experiences and we don't want anything forced. That's what they hide behind. But the truth is, we tired of seeing all you black niggas. That's what they really saying.
BG, you can look at Star Wars. 8 foot tall niggas covered in hair, fucking whatever the fuck. Even these high fantasy shit, dragons. They see a nigga. They got, hey, something ain't right about this. Something ain't right about this. That talking robot, he good. Cool. What you can do right there?
They wanted Finn to be an actual Jedi, not just a stupid nameless stormtrooper.
Where the fuck did black dude come from? Like, all the rest of this shit cool. The nigga with the ears right here, like, he good. Why is it a nigga right here, bro? Because feel comfortable in this fucking galaxy, my nigga.
I'll be 100% honest. Any of these so-called DEI games that people are complaining about, I have fucking no interest in them either. I just don't complain about them because if I'm not interested in the game, I just won't fucking play it. But none of these games spark any interest in it. And look,
screaming
Halo
robot
5,
is okay,
Halo
but a random
5
black
wasn't
guy in
trash because of block. Halo 5 wasn't a fucking good game. Look, so what's the solution here?
Now wait a minute.
What's the solution here?
Listen, listen. What I'm saying is, listen. There are games that have black leads that are absolute trash, right?
Yep.
Trash the games because they're bad. I have no problem with that. For Spoken, absolute garbage. Nobody's mad at that. But when you trash a game simply because it has a black character and it's a black story, that is the problem.
People don't want to play as a black story. Just like I don't want to play a mafia. I don't want to play as an Italian story.
Bond, you play as mad shit.
I want to fucking play mafia. I've never played a mafia game.
What is Bond talking about, bro?
Yo, bro. Oh, my God. I know what he having for Thanksgiving. Baked ziti.
No, not baked ziti. We be eating that island food, Smooth.
So Bond, what? You play all games to play as yourself?
Oh my God.
You play all games to play as yourself?
Nigga, my favorite games I play as a fucking blue robot.
Okay, so what are you talking about? So what's the problem?
I'm just saying, I have no desire to play as some Italian mobster.
What's good, Bomb, bro? What's good with this guy? He okay?
Oh my God, yo.
First of all, no, you can't argue with me about the types of games I play because I play the most diverse games.
So, Bond, you're not playing the game just because the main character is Italian?
I'm just playing devil's advocate here, saying that if you're making a game that targets 10% of the population, why would you then think the majority of gamers wouldn't take an issue with it?
Bruh, man.
Bro, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't.
It completely, look, we just said that black gamers are 10% of the gaming audience. That's what you said. Now, if you make a game designed and catered toward black gamers, why would you think a good portion of the 90% wouldn't take an issue with that? I mean, I remember, what was that one game that they didn't want to put a black woman on the cover for that reason? It didn't necessarily have a black lady.
So Bond, if you're admitting this, then it is a race rebellion issue.
I'm telling you why.
It's a race.
All right,
it's a race thing.
I got a question. Like, so everybody in this podcast is a gamer, right? Or a consumer of games, right?
Sadly.
Is everybody on this podcast black?
Yes.
I don't know. We've never seen Landrew.
So 100% of everybody in this podcast right now, it represents the game. So we are a big part of the gaming industry from the consumers. Bruh, nah, dude. Come on, man. So like, I'm not buying this whole thing like, oh, like, you know, everybody, people have a right to be mad because they're making games with black people because they're only a small percent of population. Nah, bro.
Wow, you're making
now. If you want to,
just to play devil's advocate here, would you want to play a video game as a transgender character?
Motherfucker,
let's be honest.
Don't do that shit.
I'm just asking the question.
It's not the same.
No, you don't do it. No,
it's not the same.
It is the same.
It's not the same.
I'll tell you like this,
bro.
Jack,
here's the thing. Wait, motherfucker.
Let me get this off real quick.
No. Listen to this. Because think about it. As a transgender or a gay person, you can play any fucking RPG that way. Nigga, just play what you want to be. Just be what you want to be in that game.
Actually, that's not true.
Not true.
People are born black, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So there's a whole race of fucking people. Well, damn, ask for better. Okay. There's a whole race of people, that I don't understand how you guys compare that to like choices.
Just answer the question.
Compare that to choices.
Listen, hold on real quick. Here's why it's not the same. Smooth, there may be a game with a transgender character, right? Smooth is just not gonna play the game. These niggas are attacking the game for simply existing. Black characters for simply existing. You can don't buy the game. Just don't buy the game. Why are you attacking games about black characters and black stories?
Here's the bottom line, what you guys aren't understanding, and this is gonna hurt when I say it. When it comes to video games, we are the irregulars.
Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
We're the minority,
Not only are we a minority, but we're also not casuals. We're double irregular when it comes to gaming.
Here's the thing, Bond. So you are making white people look bad. Because what
they already make themselves look bad. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
They already are bad.
Because what you're saying is us as black people, we're able to put the fact that most of the characters that we play are not the same like race, ethnicity, nothing as us, and we're able to play it and enjoy it. But you're saying all these white people are not capable of doing the same thing.
Same as Japanese people aren't capable of doing it either. That's what
Japanese people are definitely capable of doing it. Japanese people are definitely capable of doing it.
But they don't. They don't play games.
How come like white Americans aren't complaining about all the games that feature Japanese people?
Because that's the point.
Why aren't they mad at Assassin's Creed India? You know what I mean?
Look, it's not an inherently. No, this comes full circle, and Smooth just proves my point. It's not inherently a white industry; it's an anti-black industry. Thank you for proving my point.
So why do they love CJ so much? And that was one of the best-selling games at the time.
It's fucking Grand Theft Auto. That's the only game that could probably get away with a. Hold on. That's the only way I could get away with an irregular, and people not bitch. It's Grand Theft Auto. People are buying Grand Theft Auto regardless.
So
look at the role he's in as well. He's not like a hero saving the day
which is my point. So it's when they approve of it and when they think it's okay. It's like when they say, "Oh, you're one of the good blacks." That's the same thing. Oh, this is one of the good black games.
You got to understand this. There's other situations too where white people were complaining to Square Enix that Final Fantasy didn't have enough black people. And the Japanese said, oh, well.
And,
that was 16, but then they actually addressed that in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
And you still didn't have black people as a whole, like, attacking the game for existing and, like, saying this, like, just completely trying to destroy it. Like, be clear. There is an effort to, like, completely destroy a lot of these stories and games that tell a different story before it even comes out. They're trying to destroy these games before they come. It's not good, bro. Like,
bottom line is, if the game is good, all that shit's irrelevant. It'll sell.
That's
not necessarily.
That's the case a good amount of the time, not all the time.
I mean, nothing is absolute. But if the game is good, then it'll be good.
This is because this, like, the case of South of Midnight is literally when the case of go to the Blackwater fountain, then you go to the Blackwater fountain, and then they destroy the shit. Bro, you told us to go drink from this water fountain. Go make your own game. They made their own game, and y'all still mad because they feel like the industry as a whole is theirs and it belongs to them, and they get to call the shots. That's the issue, bro. Grums and the rest of these bozos that follow him, that's how they feel. They feel like
Grums even black. Is Grums even white?
No, he's Asian. But a bunch of those people, but a bunch of the people who worship him.
Didn't I tell you?
But the bunch of the people who follow and worship him and agree with him, they're white.
But I'm just saying, I just told you that Asians don't want to play as niggas.
That's not true. It's Grums. The rest of because there's a bunch of other Asians that I follow, they do not care about none of this shit. They do not care about none of this shit.
Because I told you, I got a lot of Korean friends. Let me tell you, they don't give a fuck about playing as us.
Okay. Like, they also wouldn't attack a game of us just existing. That's what we're talking about. It's not just not wanting to play as a character.
Y'all just got to accept it. I mean, you don't have to accept it, but you have to understand it.
And let's be real. We know what Grums is. I know those types. There be some of those people who are not that, but pretty much ingratiate themselves so they can be that. So they can pass as that.
I think the dude's a whole clown, but it just goes to prove my point that, like, people by and large generally want to play as something they're accustomed to, and unfortunately, we're the irregulars of gaming.
Bro, and I got no problem with that. Don't play it. Don't play. If you don't like Kenzera Zhao, right? Because it has a black main character, don't play it. Yeah. I have no issue with that. Why are you going out of your way to make sure the game absolutely fails and attacking it and slandering it, making up lies about it? That's a whole, bro. Do you understand the extent these niggas go through to make sure some of these games fail? It's insane. They dedicate their whole online persona to this shit, day in and day out, video after video, nonstop. That's all they do. And spread this propaganda and lie. That is the issue. It's not about not liking the game.
Democrat right now.
There's a bunch of games I don't like. There's a bunch of characters I would not play as. I'm not gonna make 10,000 videos about why it should fail or why this is bad.
It's CBG, and now I'm about to wrap this one around full circle. My ultimate point. I understand what Smooth is saying, and I appreciate what Smooth is saying. But you are the fun police. You are Supreme Hater HD. So where do you get off saying all this bullshit? You're the same way. You're the same person you're complaining about. Why are you making fun of the game, BG? Fun police. Just let people enjoy what they want.
Yes, a BG a grifter? Wow.
I make fun of games based on their quality, which is what we should do.
I mean, you've made fun of plenty of games that you haven't played, BG, and antagonized their etc.
Based on gameplay and quality, not because of the color of the main character's skin.
Gameplay and quality of games you've not played?
Sure, I look at the gameplay and tell you my thoughts. Yes. I promise you, it won't be this game sucks because the character is black or the character's Asian or the character's this. I promise you, you'll never hear something like that from me. It's going to be a critique of the actual game, which is very different.
See what I'm seeing here, BG, is it's okay when you do it, just not okay when
no,
other people do it.
no, because you're talking about doing two different things, Bond, and you know what you're doing.
You're literally commenting on games both of y'all that y'all have never played. Just like you said, they never even played the game. Same with you.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the gameplay and saying this game, based on what they've shown, does not look like a good game. They're looking at it as their skin is black. This sucks. Those are two different things, Bond. Those are two different things.
Hey, man, you're the Fun Police Supreme Hater HD. You tell me.
Let's move on. I look forward to South of Midnight coming out next year, Compulsion Games. What?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. Let me see. What else do I have? And was that everything? Yeah, I think that was everything. What's this Dragon Age HD 2D shit that just came out?
No idea.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah, go ahead, because that's I don't got anything else. If you want to talk
Nah,
about
I got nothing to say. Nobody cares about this. Your chat don't care about
What
this
the
game.
hell?
I mean, it's basically a remake of the OG, right?
Pretty much, but it's just using the HD 2ED engine that they use for Octopath, Live Alive, and like some of their other games. But I don't really feel like going into it now.
Damn.
Let me do some super chats.
You all right, Jazz Master? You were like completely energized. Just
Stop calling him Jazz
smile,
Master.
Man. He lost his smile, man. What's going on, Jazz? Everything good, brother?
Stop calling him Jazz
Hey,
Master.
BG,
What's wrong with you?
that's a fire name. Keep it real.
Jazz
I like
Master.
it.
All
This
that
nigga.
those Xbox stock picks are just
Wore you out?
There we go, Jazzy.
Oh shit, Jazzy showing you.
oh yeah, the Game Boy Color version of Dragon Quest 3. Nice.
You think that nigga still don't got no pants on?
Pants on, nigga, goddamn.
Oh.
You
All right,
happy?
nigga. All right, well, nigga, we ain't asked for all that. What's
Yo,
with you
yeah.
guy? Yeah,
Hey, BG, you liking what you're saying?
I'm not checking.
Ass on them, ass on them.
Fry me a river and the racists don't want to play a fucking video.
You a freak. Cody Bishop. Bond is just devil's advocate. He don't even believe. He just like to, make the
I
show
literally
longer.
told you I was being devil's advocate.
Yeah, stop it.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, stop it, nigga. Cody Bishop. Trump's tariffs gonna make Switch 2 expensive. Well, would that affect the Switch 2's price? Because he's getting it in January. Switch 2
Switch
comes out
2
in
ain't even been
spring.
shown off yet, so it definitely is going to.
Okay, it's coming out in spring, I would think. So maybe
Ain't he gonna be in office by then? I mean, I don't know how long
It doesn't have any type of release window yet.
Should take a while to go into effect, whatever decisions he makes. So we'll see. SP Scarecrow, glad to see BG on the Spawncast yesterday. Yeah, I was. Y'all can go check that out.
Didn't even tell nobody.
War Machine Guy, it's crazy that Bond, Smooth, Griffin Gaming, and Crap Game are joining the Trump administration.
Nigga, the majority of the country joined the Trump administration, hence why he's going to be the fucking president. Like, oh my god,
he did win the popular vote. He did win the.
It's crazy how the minority of people aren't like. Oh my god.
Black Metal Gamer, Western gaming is dead. Shout out to Asian gaming. Okay,
I agree on that.
Emmanuel A1, salute to Kid Smooth for finally holding the line for South of Midnight. I haven't seen so much creativity since Cuphead. Easy Game of the Year 2025 nominee. Definitely look forward to it.
I don't get that far.
And it's unique, but I don't know if it'll, be Game of the Year nomination type shit.
Let's hope it comes out in this.
When's this game coming out?
Next year. It doesn't have a release date.
I need that PlayStation release date, man. Fuck the dumb.
I think it's gonna come out in May. I think that's what's gonna happen with that one.
You gotta listen to a year of dumbasses crying about this both ways.
Kashav, BG
What
will
game?
never beat the Unga Bunga allegations. You know, everybody is an Unga Bunga gamer. They just don't want to admit it. That's the thing.
Is that true though? Is that
Everybody is absolutely an Unga Bunga gamer. They just don't want to admit it because.
How's everybody an Unga Bunga gamer?
Well, let me say most people, because people be like, oh, BG, you don't want to play anything unless it's like fighting, killing, shooting, and then you look at their list of games, it's fighting, shooting, killing. Like, what the fuck are you getting mad at me for? Like, that's the majority of what most people play. Like, come on, get off of me. Like, most of y'all games have something to do with that, or mostly that. That's
I mean, your
facts.
game can have that and not be Unga Bunga though, you know.
Sure, I agree with that, but they still call me Unga Bunga anyway.
I think they say your level of how you.
No, I'm at the same level of as everybody else.
You know, when that's not true.
I'm not
Now
playing.
you want to be compared to everybody else. You just said I'm not like
playing.
everybody else.
I'm not a Doom merchant or a Call of Duty merchant or like this super shooter merchant. I'm not that. But how am I the Unga Bunga guy?
You tell me.
They love to throw just bad shit on my jacket, man. Okay. Relax Paul Gaming RPG. How don't BG like River City Girls but likes TMNT? Yeah, I like TMNT. I like Double Dragon. I like all the other games exactly.
River City Girls is fire, bro.
I like all the games that are like River City Girls except River City Girls.
Why is
Absolutely.
Because they're girls.
Yeah, what's
Jack.
wrong with River City?
Asian.
Oh man,
I just didn't find it
so
fun.
you don't like playing? Oh, that's why you
Yeah,
ain't playing it because they
Asian
Asian girls.
Not at all. I just didn't think the gameplay was fun.
That go against what you just said, BG.
I love Asian women. Love playing
I
as
do
them.
too.
Now hold the fuck up. You do not like Asian women. Don't even talk about that because they are the polar opposite of black women.
Uh-oh.
Bond
Ain't no way you
Yeah,
can say, I've never met a person in my life that says I like Asian women and I like black women.
I love all women. This is just a way for Bond to attack black women, by the way. I'm not getting into this. This is
Look at this deflection.
no, that's what you were doing. I know you, Bond. You didn't bring that up to like compliment Asian women. You brought it up to insult black women.
Y'all saw? Did y'all see the Tyson fight? Right?
Oh god.
There's a bunch of badass baddies on that fucking shit. All colors, shapes, sizes, name it. I never see two people say I like the black one, the Asian one. Black one, white one, sure. White one, Asian one, sure. Black, Spanish, sure. I ain't known one person that said I want the black and the Asian one.
I don't know what.
Yeah,
Bond is
BG's
getting
always
at.
been exclusively black women too.
Yeah, now
I am.
the Asian.
No, I said I love all women, meaning that I don't hate anybody who I would date. Yeah, that's very clear who I've dated and who I would. But I love all, meaning I don't hate anybody. That's what I'm saying. Don't all of you love everybody, right? Y'all not racist.
So why you didn't play River City Girls, BG? I'm still
Because I don't find the game fun.
You're a stupid bitch.
Okay. Fire. I'm with it. Oh man. Shot Red 555. BG Captain. I think he's trying to say Captain, but he spelled it Captain. BG Captain for Dragon Age, like Charlemagne was promoting for Harris. What the fuck does Dragon Age have to do with? What the fuck do y'all be talking about, bro?
Charlemagne was definitely capping.
What the fuck does that have to do with Dragon Age? Us OG fans are not gonna mess with that crap, especially the lore gameplay, unjustified politics too. But hey, rest in peace, BioWare. Well, Shot Red 555. If you heard me, you would have heard me say that I never played Dragon Age 1 or 2. So I said the purists probably don't like it, but I'm somebody who doesn't give a fuck about how the previous Dragon Age games were, and I don't care. So I can understand why you may not like it, but I'm not you. And I also don't care if games have politics in them. Any politics. See, I'm one of the people who really don't care. Some people say, "Oh, I don't." So some of y'all do want politics in your games. Once again, but you want your politics. You don't want other politics.
BG, you had a problem with a game that exemplified the public school.
What Bod be talking about? Bod, stop. Anyway, yeah, and the game is doing well. Shot Red 555. So sorry to break it to you. Relax Paul Gaming RPG. Jack is the variety gamer. He is not. That's a lie.
By variety you mean Persona 5 on 4 different platforms.
Hey, they hate on me. Hey, Paul, you see this shit?
He hasn't even played Persona 5 all year. He's been playing new games.
Clean frame. In fantasy, you can use magic to change sex if you rich. Yeah, they don't like that part though. They like, they're okay that you can be an elf, you can be a unicorn, you could be a minotaur. Yeah, they don't like if you're anything else. They're not with that. Mike 1, new rumor is what?
BG changed the gameplay again. It's still Metaphor.
I'm gonna play Metaphor.
No, I say change the gameplay because it's right back where it's showing.
Oh my god, y'all got to get over this spoiler shit, man. Y'all got to get over this. Fine, I'll change it.
Why would you? Who uploaded it? Who gave this footage?
Somebody sent it to me, and of course, I wouldn't know if it's spoiler or not. But Jazzy told me it's spoiler, so now everybody knows it's spoiler. So now I gotta fast forward.
I'm trying to be considerate to the other people who ain't got that far.
Man, fuck them. They should have beat the game already. What y'all doing? Slow. New rumor, Mike 1, new rumor is that Switch 2 price may be increased due to Trump's tariffs. I don't know about 1K, but PS6 def getting a price hike. See, if Jack would have said like maybe 6, 7, 800, even, something like
I can't keep it the same price as the current console.
Okay. Anyway.
It's only up from here.
Okay.
I don't think the tariffs are going to affect game consoles, to be honest.
They said they would.
Because tariffs don't universally affect every industry. I don't see why anybody would want to do that when there's so many Western game developers and everything like that. That would hurt the developers, if anything.
Juan Murillo, background gameplay is spoilers for Metaphor. Whoever handed this gameplay, have some fucking decency.
And he said that before I even said anything, so there you go.
I want to have this debate about spoilers, but I've done it too many times. I'm gonna let it go so we don't stay here. But I'm always gonna be on the side of, man, fuck y'all crying about spoilers. Just know I'm always on that side. I want y'all to know that. I'm not gonna argue it, but just know I'm on the side of the spoiler and not y'all. Viewmaster 617, BG price predictions are as bad as D batches. Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
What would you predict this time for price that you're going to get wrong?
I just said the PS6 is not going to be $1,000. That's all. GT Bot, though. The industry likes Phil. They just don't like Xbox. I guess. Penny Hardaway. Shout out to Jack for the redacted pick.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, he hit me up. He told me he been playing it, man. He said that thing fire. Yeah, I tell you, man, I try not to recommend bad games, bro. Glad you're liking it, though.
Okay. He also said Bond using a walkie-talkie, but he mad people be eating. Shit is crazy. That phone quality was something else. GT Bato.
Yeah, that's correct quality.
Speaking through my car's audio.
Oh. GT Bato. Bond, either take our order or stop yapping. Look.
Damn. So you put the fries in the bag. That's crazy.
Yeah, he said you was on the Wendy's intercom. That's crazy.
Oh, shit. Well, I don't know what that sounds like because I'm not a fat nigga that eats fast food. So,
Wow.
You gonna let him get away with that? Smooth. Okay.
Wait, what? Why me?
You like fast food, right?
Nah, I don't eat fast food.
See?
Okay.
You don't Smooth? That's right.
Not to the degree. Nah. I haven't I can't remember the last time I actually had like one of the big three.
Big three.
Yeah, why cooking must be busting then, because you do got a little gut on you, man.
Who are the big three of fast food? I'm curious.
McDonald's,
Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King.
I don't know if I put Burger King in there.
That's by legacy.
If it's Burger King, then that's a distant.
You're going off traditionally, yeah.
That's a distant three. Like it's McDonald's and Wendy's is a little bit further behind, and Burger King is way.
Burger King be hitting recently, BG. I don't know, bro. Burger King, that Whopper. Whew.
All right.
I'm taking that off of anything over on Wendy's menu right now, bro.
Wendy's actually have real meat there. Their meat bleed, bro. That's some good quality burgers, bro.
Wendy's fell off, bro.
No, it didn't.
That shit
cap.
trash.
That's cap.
You still going to Wendy's happily, bro? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, with the pep in my step too. I'm skipping, nigga.
No, you bugging. Okay.
Get that
I
cookie.
respect
Get that.
Oh, that cookies are ass, BG. What?
What? What are you talking
Wendy's
about,
cookies
Jack?
are fucking disgusting.
This must be Memphis when Wendy's or something.
No, if you compare them to McDonald's or Burger King cookies, bro, you tripping, dog.
You bugging, fam. What are you talking about?
You bugging. Your bad Zaxby's cookies. Oh, them shits is.
Yeah, Zaxby's is really good. And then Culver's.
We don't got Culver's, bro. I still want to try that.
Let's see. Luis Barrios. It's crazy how, with the obvious nominee for Elden Ring DLC as Game of the Year, your guys' obvious Game of the Year, Helldivers, ain't even on the radar no more. GG Jazzy.
Well, Final Fantasy VII Remake should have been unanimously Game of the Year, but now that could be changed.
Yeah. Cobb Sandy.
See you tomorrow, Jack.
I hope I don't lose this bet tomorrow, man. I'm gonna be so sad, bro.
You're gonna lose both of those bets.
Cobb
$200.
Cobb Sanity. It's a lot of cap on this podcast today. Indeed. G400. Sup WWP. Xbox completion is here. How many games y'all beat this year? And how many are new releases this year? For me, 21 beat, 8 new this year. Whoa. That's not. First of all, I'm shitting on that.
I got 16 games beat this year.
I'm criticizing that, G, because usually I give you your credit because I be like, yo, this man be in the strip club half of the time, and then he just be working the other half of the time. I don't know when he finds time to beat all these games. But if you,
Bro,
you only,
he 100% all his games, where you can't put no slander on his name.
But out of the 21 games, only 8 are from this year.
You said yourself this year was the week though.
Wait, BG, the Discordians wanted me to ask you yesterday, like for the stream, what do you think about 2024? And for the rest of the panel as well, what do you think about 2024 in gaming? I thought it was just okay, but they're like, it's one of the best. 2024 is what people 2023 actually was, and I'm like, no. 2023 was actually like
2024 is one of the best years in gaming if you've been gaming for one generation. Like what we talking about? Bro?
This year is okay. It's literally the epitome of okay. It's not bad, not great. It is just okay.
Yeah, I'm not blown away. It's cool.
Yeah, I'm on the verge.
That was a good year.
Yeah,
I was hoping for better.
Yeah,
you an Xbox fan.
I don't know.
All you got is hope.
I thought it was a pretty good year for releases. I feel like there's too many games coming out this year.
Yeah, now it's a lot of games coming out towards the end.
It's not even that there's a lot. It's just that a lot of them are like JRPGs or RPGs, so there's a lot of time sink, so you can't really balance some of these new releases coming out.
Yeah.
All right. I read G's. Gray Fox Jaguar. Thanks for the entertainment. You're welcome, sir. KW Fang. BG says he's a gameplay guy, but said he looked at Jack playing River City Girls 2 and says he doesn't know what he's looking at. Bless your heart, BG. No. That's not what I said. When Jack that's cap. Fang is lying because that's all he does. He's a lying little bitch and he doesn't deserve anything good in life.
Whoa, brother, what are we doing?
What Jack was playing was it was a title that just had one name. You were playing it like a month ago. I think you're
talking about Neva.
Yeah, Neva or Neva, and I looked at the game and I literally could not tell what the game was.
It's a puzzle game, man. It's a puzzle game.
I couldn't tell. I was like, I have no idea what this game is. It just looks like a whole
great game, by the way. Great game.
I couldn't tell what it was. I had no idea what was happening on screen. I just knew Jack was talking. That was the
mental
game.
illness.
So y'all look at that gameplay and y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if I'm tripping.
BG, the game is fire.
River City Girls 2 that you were talking about on podcast. Go fuck yourself.
No, it was Neva.
Hey, BG, I got River City Girls 1 and 2. We can play them if you want to, bro. I'll run back through the game with you, bro. I mean, I think you should check them out.
Fang, I'm a
Yeah, it's so weird because you played like the Double Dragon game. They had some of those characters in River City Girls.
Yep.
Double Dragon did it better.
They just came out with the Double Dragon DLC. You could play as both of them guys in River City Girls.
Double Dragon doesn't have females, so just saying, Jack.
I see what you
They do. They
said.
got Marianne.
brother.
BG hate women. That's
Jack.
crazy.
No, brother.
BG, do you?
Okay.
Oh, hey,
Yeah, let's
PG,
do
what's
it.
going on,
Let's go with that narrative. See if it sticks. I hate women. You got.
I don't have any type of narratives I want to get off on you, brother. I'm just asking the
Oh yeah.
question.
You were shitting on that Princess Peach game because you're playing as Peach. I see.
What?
Fang. I'm a
BG
call.
was shitting on that, and the Zelda one too.
Oh,
Yep,
BG.
the one you play as Princess Zelda finally. Oh man.
Y'all, this is crazy reach because
What we doing, BG?
Yeah, I'm not entertaining this because like what? Anyway, Fang, I'm gonna find the school you work at. I'm gonna call them and I'm gonna tell them that you torture and drown animals, innocent animals. Okay,
nigga, what?
Yeah, get that ass fired real quick. I'm gonna tell them you be killing and torturing birds and cats and bury them in your backyard. All right, but he fucking with me, Fang. He playing with me, dog. Samuel Coley. People hated Zal because of who the creator was associated with, which was various consulting companies. Not saying it's
Give
right,
me
just
reason to fire
clarifying.
you, bitch. Go on, go do it.
I will.
Whoa,
I will,
shit.
fuck nigga. Yeah, that I'm gonna find that PS 185 you work at.
Yo,
get their number. Call the principal. Iman 2537. LOL. Bond is playing White Devil's Advocate. Is he playing?
I like that. I like that.
Mo Chocolate. Walking Dead Season 1 game was a success with a black lead.
That's true.
Yeah, they said
that was nominated for Game of the Year too. I think it won a couple of Game of the Year awards back when it came out.
Yeah, they said he was one of the good blacks. They liked him. Oh my God. Nerdy Mastermind. Do y'all think Bond wakes up every morning and screams in the mirror when he realizes he's black and it wasn't a nightmare?
That's possible.
I wake up, I'm like, thank God I'm not fucking bald.
That's a good one.
Or fat.
Whiz Pig Tactics. Ain't nothing wrong with judging a game before it releases, but these people create armies to hate on a game just because the story is black-centric. Pretty much. Relaxed Paul Gaming. I submit the metaphor gameplay. How am I supposed to know what's able to be submitted or not? You ain't do nothing wrong, Paul. They're just being little crybaby bitches.
Yes, you did. If you played through it, you know exactly what you would show.
Hold on, isn't Paul a truck driver? So if he got time to get that far in metaphor, the rest of y'all got no excuses.
He probably got a Steam Deck in the truck.
What? I'm far in the metaphor. I already beat all those three.
So you passed what he was past.
Yes.
So the dude in the comments,
that's why I recognize what.
I mean, that's how you know it's a spoiler.
Okay, so the people, but
Yeah,
okay,
BG.
so the how far he is in that spoiler, do you don't think the rest of the people in the audience complaining should be past that by now?
No, I don't think you realize how long this game actually is.
I don't care.
I don't think a lot of people are even.
Did you beat
past
it
that
yet?
point by now.
Catch up. Tell them to catch up.
No.
Did you beat it yet?
I'm literally I'm about to be on the final battle. I can finish it probably tomorrow.
How many hours into the game is that part that he showed?
For me, it was about 80 hours in.
Stream go off?
Damn, 80 hours.
No, the stream's still on.
At least that's where I was at.
Well, the rest of y'all need to play games faster. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
You
Transcending
really ain't playing games. You've been skipping games all year, BG.
Yeah, BG, you literally just said you bought Mario, Luigi, Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and all these other games, but you haven't been able to get to them because you're still on Dragon Age.
Yeah, I was on vacation 2 weeks ago, a whole week. I'm on
then
Dragon
you
Age.
skipped Stellar Blade. You skipped Rise of the Ronin.
Then I'm gonna play. I'm playing Brothership after this, and then some other games. Get off my dick. Transcending Polygons. Did you guys cover the 2B Ubisoft DLC controversy? I don't even know what that is. I'll Google it.
What controversy?
2B from Nier?
I know they did like a crossover event because they showed the state of play, but they announced like what date it actually is going to be. It's going to be paid DLC, but I didn't think there was any controversy surrounding that.
I'm trying to find exactly what happened. I didn't see any. Yeah, you're gonna have to
Terminally
clarify.
online controversy. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to tell me what's wrong with it. Oh, they made 2B into a man. Okay, so she looks bad. She looks bad.
Wait, from Nier
Yeah.
Automata, she's a man now.
Well, they probably mean she looks brolic or something like that. In
Eve is literally wearing a 2B's outfit in that DLC crossover.
Wait, are we talking
thing
about
that they're doing.
Are we talking about Ubisoft or Stellar Blade?
Stellar Blade?
Oh, okay.
They're doing
I thought
like
we were
a
talking about
crossover with Nier
Ubisoft doing
Automata.
something. Yeah, I know that, but I thought BG was talking about Ubisoft was doing
well,
something.
the
With
guy
2B.
said cover the 2B Ubisoft DLC controversy. That's what he said.
Yeah, but BG brought up because that Tomb Raider show.
I have no idea what anything is. I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost right now.
Yeah. It's
all
probably
right.
not that serious.
Yeah. All right. Unless somebody can give clarification on what the hell that situation is, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. Let me check Patreon real quick.
Hey, BG, I had a question.
Yeah. So
you been on the PS5 Pro yet or no? I don't talk about PlayStation anymore, but this is something I was very curious about.
I have.
No, he hasn't.
I've not really done much on there, but yeah, I have. What's the question?
I was just curious if you've been using your PS5 Pro.
No, yeah, I'm playing Dragon Age on PC. What's
Okay.
the? You know
I'm
what
just asking
somebody?
a question.
You know what somebody said last week in the comment section that is very true. They said y'all are always trying to get me with these really bad gotcha questions, and they're horrible.
I was just asking a question, trying to inquire on your little gaming. What's going on with that?
What about it? Why would you ask that question?
I'm not going to reveal everything right now, BG, in due time.
Okay. Because I don't know what you're trying to get at, but my buying of the PS5 Pro was always mainly for future games. So even if I don't use the PS5 Pro right now, I don't get the gotcha.
No, because he's saying because you used Dragon Age as an example, like about a couple of weeks ago, of games that you.
I'm not saying anything. I was just curious. I was just curious how the PS5 Pro was treating you, BG. That's all.
Oh, it's great.
Why do you always think I'm up to something, BG?
Because you are.
Dark Souls 3 is getting a remaster.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, that was Vice Special, Nick. I don't know if they confirmed it, but
No Bloodborne, huh?
No.
Bloodborne's not getting a remaster for one reason only. It's not coming to Xbox, and they can't make money.
A Dark Souls 3 remaster would be probably the second most unnecessary remaster. Well, if it's a remaster, that's different. If it's just but that came out on that was PS4. That was PS4, Xbox One generation.
2016.
No, BG, it's just gonna be the fucking same game like Demon Souls. So why would it matter?
That's
no, because they only labeled like as a remaster was the first Dark Souls. Because I remember that because they re-released it as Dark Souls Remastered, but they didn't do it with the other two. I think in the pretense of an actual remaster.
If that was like they're in the 7th generation, then I would understand. But since it came out last generation, yeah, I don't understand that one.
What's the most pointless remaster or remake then? You said
Horizons.
It was number 2.
Horizons.
Oh, Horizon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what is this game we're watching? Is this Dragon Age?
Yes.
Ew.
Great game. You should try it.
I don't play Western RPGs, not my style.
Facts.
Outside of The Witcher and Mass Effect, nope.
Was that all you wanted to ask BG about his PS5 Pro, Blandrew?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Did you have a question from?
He on bullshit.
Yeah, Jack. If I play an RPG, if they ain't Asian, I ain't playing.
This nigga.
It's just Western RPGs are like really janky and stanky. I can't get behind them.
I agree with that. Most of them are. Like the Dragon's
What
Dog.
was that weapon wheel that came with? Did you see that shit?
Yeah, that's how you,
fucking weapon diagram.
Yeah, that's how you issue commands to your compadres.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
But no, like the Dragon's Dogma type of Western RPGs, I agree with you. But since they've like made this game play more like just a universal action adventure game, now I'm fucking with it. Let me see. Question crew. Let me do these questions real quick. Knick-Knack, talking about the TGAs, if one of the teams this year nominated for best esports teams ends up having a black guy in it, would you actually show love and support for said team and even advertise to the audience to vote for said team? No, because I don't give a fuck about esports. I don't care if the black guy's on it. Fuck that team. I hate that. I honestly hate that's even a category in game, in award shows. Nobody gives a fuck about them esports teams. Nobody cares besides people on the esports teams. Y'all don't care, right?
Nope.
Okay. MB8696, how would y'all rank the PS5's first few years? For me, I'm going 2022, 2024, 2020, and then 2021. That's how he ranks them from best to worst.
If you were to just give an overall ranking on the PS5 out of 10, what would you give it? I feel like that's an easier question to ask than trying to remember the years.
I give it an 8.
8?
Yeah.
Fucking 8?
Yeah.
Nigga just went out and bought a $700 upgrade for Games of the Future. What the fuck?
He bought a $700 console.
I did the same. I did the same thing for PS4. What's the difference?
It's a strong 5,
bro. Y'all know when I bought the PS4. Y'all know when I bought the PS4, I didn't buy. There was no game I used it for immediately, right?
And what are you giving the PS4 after 4 years?
The PS4 after 4 years might be a little worse for me because that was up to that point the only thing they really had that was
Uncharted 4
it was
was
Bloodborne and then Uncharted, and before that
The Order, Infamous.
Before that, they had. I would probably give it like a 7 to 7.5. 4 years.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Is this scale where 5 is average, or is this scale where 7 is a C and 5 is failing?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I would say 5 is mid. Is just
so 5 would be the average.
Sure, yeah, it's in the middle, yeah.
Wait, BJ, I got a question for you. What's your favorite PlayStation console then?
My favorite PlayStation console?
Yeah.
Probably PS2.
Okay.
It's like everybody.
Safe answer. Good shit.
No, it's the truth. I mean, the truth.
It's got to be
PS4, PS5.
Can't nobody. If your favorite PlayStation is PS4 or PS5, I'm looking at you different, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's sticky.
I mean, listen, my answer is consistent with what I've always said. Y'all hype that PS4 generation because of its totality, but the first 4 years were not great. I keep telling y'all that. Y'all think about PS4 from when did it come? 2012 to
came out 2013.
2013.
Yeah, to
the end of 2013 till you say
to the end of it. But those first 4 years were not great. I'm telling y'all keep forgetting. Y'all got brainwashed by the end of that generation. The beginning was not all that great.
I mean, you had 2017. You had Gravity Rush, Persona 5, Horizon for you, Neo, Yakuza 0. There was a lot of stuff coming out those first couple years of PlayStation. Back when they were still PlayStation exclusives too. Which
first couple years, no, I was sorry for PlayStation. It was that the last. I don't want to say it's like the last 3 years. I think from 2016 to like 2020 was really.
Because like 2016 is when we got that amazing that was that amazing first show, I think, E3.
Yeah. No, because we had the one before that where we got Final Fantasy, Shenmue, The Last Guardian, and a couple like a Kingdom Hearts. I think was still there too, and all that.
Was that 2015? That was the 2015 show.
I don't think it was 2016.
I feel like that
was 2015 E3. That's 2015 E3. Y'all talking about? I'm pretty sure that was 2015.
Oh yeah.
Well,
was.
like I said, so yeah, I wasn't crazy about them first few years. What score y'all giving it?
PS5?
Yeah.
PS5 is getting a fucking D considering we needed a PS5 Pro already.
Probably 3 or 4.
Jack?
5.
All right.
Jazzmaster?
But I would say the best year of the PlayStation 5 was 20. I would say 20. Was it 21 or was it?
Just 20. It's got to be. It's got to be either 21 or 22. 21 because they actually had like new game. Well, 22 they was new games too, but they was cross-gen.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when things end, I might think the PS4 had a better total generation than the PS5. That's entirely possible. That's not been something I've ever debated. But the first few years, yeah, it's not.
Well,
it's
80%
very easy.
of the PS5 generation is the PS4 generation, so
Yeah.
you gotta look at it like that too.
To you, sir. Mafia Quad, Persona 4. Which of the following social links is tied to Fortune Arcana? Nailed. A whole bunch of fucking Japanese names I don't feel like pronouncing right now. Naoto Shiragani, Ibahara, Teddy, or Margaret?
Margaret.
For the portrait, no. Margaret was not up for that Fortune Arcana.
I really don't
feel
remember.
like-
I don't remember. I'm gonna say Naoto.
Is it?
I don't
feel
remember.
like
I
it's
haven't
not
played
up.
it.
I can't remember. What? Can you name the names again?
Naoto, Ibahara, Teddy, and Margaret. It's Naoto.
No, it was Naoto.
It's Naoto.
Yeah, because that's the only one I remember. Because I know Bihara, she was like I can't remember what then, but she was definitely not. She was like the moon one, and I think Teddy was like the same one that's like the star. And I think Margaret, she was the actual. 'Cause she's the Velvet Room attendee, so I think her was like Empress or something like that.
Monroe's got a good point, BG. First 4 years of PlayStation 4 had Bloodborne, a game you're still asking for to this day, and a new Naughty Dog game with multiplayer. Can you say the same about PlayStation 5?
My boy Game Inspection right there.
They had whatchamacallit, Remake, which was amazing. Demon Souls Remake. I love that. And I'm
had a 1-to-1 copy of a PlayStation 3 game.
and it's, I mean,
Whoop-de-doo.
it's a remake, but you're saying people looking at for and listen, I want another Bloodborne, but I'm not one of these people that's like, oh man, I'm mentioning Bloodborne every week. I'm not one of these people. I've gone on record and said that Bloodborne is not even like a top Souls game to me. Like Liza P is better than Bloodborne to me. So I'm not one of these people. I like it, but I think it's really good. I don't think it's a top ranked Souls game. So, last thing, with the Game Award nominees being revealed, this is from Nick Knack. With the Game Awards nominees being revealed this upcoming week, my next few trivia will be focused on Geoff Keighley's show. Starting off, which show did Geoff supposedly own and embarrass Angry Joe in a small interview? Was it in 2010, 2012, 2017, or 2020?
Was it the VGX or something?
It would have been 2012.
Yeah, I'm going 2012.
Yeah, in one of these game award shows, he's saying that Geoff embarrassed Angry Joe. I don't remember that, but
what do you do?
Had to be
Take the
2010
microphone
or
roll like you
2012.
did Black Baron?
He didn't say it, but it was in 2010, and it was during an interview. I don't know how we embarrassed him. I don't remember.
Oh, I remember Angry Joe making like a rant saying like Geoff Keighley disrespected him, or that was like years ago.
They got murder beef. You think it's on site?
Yeah, because he was even making fun of like the way Geoff Keighley looks. He's like, look at his eyes, the way he's media trained. You can't. That's not natural. Or Angry Joe was going at him back when I used to actually watch that channel.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Angry Ho show.
Bond already said this, but Monroe said the first 4 years that PS4 had Bloodborne, a game y'all are still asking for, and a new indie game with multiplayer. Can't say the same about PS5. All right, time to get out of here. We're going in After Dark. Good show. We'll catch y'all next week. Jack, you ain't gonna be here next week, right?
Isn't it like next week Thanksgiving?
No,
time?
sir. Be out of town.
Thanksgiving is the week after next week.
All right, chat. Who y'all want in here to replace Jack? Who y'all want me to get? Jack, who should replace you?
Replace Jack, BG.
You can't replace Jack at all.
Let me.
Wonton Soup 2. Wonton Soup 2. Jig
Okay.
April. One of them.
All right, I'll get.
He
the same size as you, so he can replace you.
I'm only naming fat people.
Okay. Kiso, maybe I'll get Kiso and Wonton so they can be, All right. We out, y'all. We're going After Dark. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
No. What? Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hell. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro king got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond, aiming a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. Not at all. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, Blandrew, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.